Hello everybody, Ken here, and welcome back to Hades. I hope you're all doing very well. We had a week off last time, but we're back. I've got a new desk, which might make things a little bit more echoey, but we'll see. We'll roll with it for now. Good to see you all. Hi Kyle, hi Frosty. Alright, let's get back into it. And try and remember what we were doing, because it's been a while, so we did a few more escape attempts. We've kind of been working our relationship up. We got this Queen's plan. The son of the god of the dead shall someday inspire Queen Persephone to develop a plan that might settle the score between the House of Hades and Olympus. Okay. So we need to grow closer to other Olympians in order to enact her plan. Okay, which weapons have we not used? I don't have a quick way to see. I know you can look at the weapons, and I think that says on them what heat you've done them at.
Blade. Stygius.
Highest heat 1. Highest heat 2. Highest heat 1. Highest heat 1. Highest heat 1. And highest heat 1. So we've just done the one on heat 2. So let's use the boat because it's the one that had the upgrade. It looks like I might have set up ready to go for this. We've got Artemis. Which bow did we have? Oh, the aspect of Chiron. Oh, this is the one we used, but we never we used it on our final, quote unquote final run before we got credits. But we didn't really get to like experiment with it that much. So let's give it a go and see how we get on. Now, which of these underworld customs have we already used? I need to. We need to use 2 heat levels, and we want to use something that we haven't used, or to try and fill out these prophecies. So let's have a quick look and see what the harsh conditions. So we have used underworld customs, so we want one of the others. That's basically anything else. So something like benefits package or middle management. I think are both 2-cost ones. I want to say. Yes, they are. Okay, so let's try one of these out. So benefits package. Armored foes have perks, dangerous traits that vary per encounter, and middle management. Each mini boss contains 1 armored foe or some additional problem. Let's try out benefits package.
Starting assignment.
Here we go. Back into it. I hope everyone's had a good week, good weekend.
Its region suitably enough, and every shade knows better than to try and cross them.
Oh yeah. Right, now we need to grow close to the Olympians, so we need to do lots of gifting. Hopefully we've got a decent amount of nectar. We've got 5, so we can do a bit of gifting here. Let's do it.
My Lady Artemis, your favor's been invaluable to me. No finer huntress ever walked the surface of the earth or underneath.
You're being very nice to me, and that makes me suspicious, understand? So, you want more of that, you keep this up.
Okay, so she's not going to reject our kindness.
Something's troubled me a little about you. You fight so desperately. At first I thought you simply lacked in patience, but now I see it's urgency that drives you. What is it that you're after, really?
It's interesting. It's interesting that she sees that we have an urgency, but even though we, we've technically lost our, I think we want this on the special, right? Because this Chiron special is the one that homes in on enemies, if I'm remembering correctly. I guess we have to. Yeah, there we go. See, it homes in on the enemies when you shoot them. So. Yeah, she's noticed our urgency, even though technically now we have slightly less urgency because we have actually found our mum and brought her home. But, yeah, see, so we hit them with it, and then the shots home in on them, which is very nice. Hope everyone's having a nice evening, or afternoon, whatever it is where you are. I guess you could theoretically be watching this at any point in time. But, let's go see Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Try and get ourselves back into the rhythm because it's been a little while. But we should be good.
Hi, Aphrodite.
It's nice to be playing Hades again.
My lady Aphrodite. If not for our acquaintance, I'm certain that my days or nights would be much drearier indeed.
I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise this last week, so it's been good fun. But it's probably thrown my
I love it, and I would be lying if I said you shouldn't have.
controls sort of sensation out, my muscle memory, my control sensation. That's what they call it.
The Solan Artemis reached out to you, did she? Oh, that's adorable, dearest. Just
Look at this,
don't
they're
make any sudden
firing
movements
off
with
each other
her.
already. This is great. Okay. Attack does more damage. That seems great. And good to get weak on enemies. Means we take less damage. It always feels good. I thought that there's a specific sound I think that plays when there's a shop. But it seems to be similar to the sound that plays just when you finish a room anyway. So I often have trouble telling. Look at the size of this enemy. Oh, I guess these might have perks. Yeah, oh yeah, he's got like a little armored thing next to him. See, there's like a little shield next to the health bar. See that? If I stand here, like a little centurion shield next to the health bar. Interesting. That is interesting. Throws a little bit of a spanner in the works, but I'm sure we can work with that. I need to get my there's this a real rhythm to, like, the dash shot's a little bit faster, so you just get this really nice rhythm off of just pum 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 pum. Okay, well, we've got some decent ability, so let's just get upgrading and we'll build out from there. That's what it's all about. I said this last time, I think, but I want to try and play a little bit faster, just because, you know, I want to get through these stories and get these upgrades done.
Stronger still.
So
What's for sale?
hopefully I won't be like confusingly fast or anything. It's not a particularly difficult game to follow, like, the build. Like, sometimes following what happens on screen can be a bit much. I know that, like, watching it, especially if you haven't played it yourself, can be a little bit confusing sometimes, but hopefully it should be fairly easy to follow the items I pick. But feel free to ask me if I miss if you miss anything. I'll try and, as always, explain my choices as we go. I feel like I have a reasonable grasp on what I'm doing here. And to get it out of the way. Well, I feel like the game kind of speeds up at this point, right? Because you know the encounters somewhat. I mean, they do. It does seem like they will probably change a little bit, but we have a decent grasp on what the encounters are. But obviously, we need to. Now we need to focus on getting resources, and like, the game's expecting you to get fairly far in most of your runs at this point, at least until the heat ramps up more. So they kind of want you to start churning through it, and then just getting, like, the dialogue as you go, just getting more and more nectar. Seems like we get nectar a lot more easily now because we can afford to sort of spend some of our resources on it. There we go. Another gift for Zeus.
Thank you, my lord Uncle Zeus, for your benevolence and your thunderous might.
You honor me, young man, as well you should, for I am ruler of Olympus, am I not? Such courtesies are shown me constantly, yet I appreciate them all.
Well, you know, everyone's always giving me gifts and stuff, but I love it. It's fantastic, you know.
Poor Demeter, young man. I still
Oh, here we go.
what became of her fair daughter. Ran away with mortals there, perhaps. Some of the tales even more preposterous. Don't go believing everything you hear, and do be sensitive about the subject, Demeter, she's been through quite enough.
Yes, yeah, we know Zeus was involved in this. He kind of gave Persephone as a gift, which sounds slightly more sinister than it was, because Persephone did kind of want to get out of Olympus, but, you know, he sent her off with Hades when Hades went to the underworld. I like Zeus's call quite a bit. Let's grab that. It's very good damage. Oh, there's a fish noise. There we go. Let's get fishing.
To see in all that red. Got a bite.
There we go. A Skillician. A Skillicion. It's a weird one to say. They say it weirdly because they have the hard C's. But there we go. So yeah, I'm trying to think about the. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my PC sorted soon. I was hoping to get it before I took the break, but unfortunately, I couldn't because my case was not in stock, and I wasn't sure if I ordered it whether because it would all come at once, and so the case would have come back into stock at just the wrong time when I wasn't able to pick it up. So hopefully, I'll be able to order that. Not that it should actually matter too much, because I could just stream Yakuza off the PS4. Anyway, but I'm looking forward to playing some other things, you know. Oh, can we? Yeah, we can gift to. I don't know if it's actually a good use of our nectar. We don't have that much nectar at the moment.
How do you handle being trapped in Tartarus for all eternity, doomed to be pushed up and down a hill repeatedly for no good reason?
Baldy, still not much to say, but a reassuring smile nonetheless.
I meant to ask. Where are you getting all this stuff you give to me?
Yeah, he does have a lot of because he's supposed to be getting punished here, but he's got cash and darkness out the wazoo.
Try to be neighborly with everyone is all. It's not just Baldy and myself, as you can see. Sometimes I come across things that'd be better off in other hands than mine.
We got a decent amount of health. We don't really need that. Darkness would actually be quite good. We're okay on gold. Let's get the darkness. Let's try and level up our mirror a bit more. They got a hammer coming as well, which is always nice to see. See, I like the fact that because it's homing in, even though the front enemy died there, it just hit the back enemy because obviously they're standing right next to each other. Oh, see, that one had a little sword next to it. Now I know there are a different. Oh, look at this. This is probably great, right? Special fires +4 shots. We haven't taken it before. I just checked the other two, but the other two are fairly normal. This is great because this is going to make our special even more. That's 4 more. We had, I think, 6 shots, so that's almost doubled our special damage. And especially if one of them crits, which is even more likely now. We got enough gold. We could actually consider going to the shop here.
I'm at the docks.
Okay.
As I know you serve the realm, I just wanted to say I look forward to continuing to work with you in a somewhat more official capacity. I'll still be breaking out of here like always, but, well, you've probably heard.
Yeah, I mean, he brought us back. Chiron seems pretty well connected as they come. Let's give him a nectar, though. Why not?
I'm pleased to have you as a friend as well, Chiron. The pleasure's mine.
Ah, what a lovely chappy. Okay, Demeter. I don't feel that strongly about Demeter with what we currently have.
I guess I'm used to these one-sided chats here, boss, thanks to my work experience with my professional associate down there. You tell him I said hi, all right?
You mean Thanatos? Or does he mean Chiron? He might mean Chiron because he does work with Chiron. Ooh, I like Greatest Reflex. I don't know how good it actually is with the bow because I tend to single dash, but we'll take it. It's good safety because you can just do this and just get away from anything. But I do tend to do lots of single dashes with the bow because of the way I like dash attack, dash attack, dash attack.
What else?
But it does let us get kind of into space if something like this happens. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, we do have a chaos gate, but we'll see what's up this way first. We got a shop. We've got a. I think this is the second shop we've had, right? Because we just came from a shop, so this should be the end of the area. I think if you take a chaos gate at the end of an area, I think it might be a free one because they still have to bring you into the thing. But I could be wrong about that. Let's test it. We don't have a ton of gold anyway. And I'd probably only go to the health thing. We have Chaos Anexa? We can.
Master Chaos, I pledge never to forget you or your good graces. May your wisdom and your whim forever guide me.
Is this an offering of fealty or friendship, son of Hades? I do not wish to know from you the answer, so that I might dwell on it and all the possibilities.
Okay.
The charms of goddess Aphrodite are upon you unmistakably. Although I shall be
Assless, yes, Assless Chaos, everyone's favourite.
one sense of love shall have any effect beneath the earth.
I wonder if Chaos has an ass, because you see like the abdomen kind of disappears away into the void there. So maybe Chaos is assless, you know? Lots of faces, no asses. Okay, so we haven't taken this. We get one cast stone. I don't know if I feel that strongly about a cast stone. I'm actually tempted to take this. As a lot more darkness and gems, and it's quite early in the run, and we don't really mind about casting. I kind of want to take this just for the prophecy, but this is a really nice one to build up our to build up our skills, and we don't really need to use our cast too desperately. I know we have a boss fight coming up, but that's fine. If we could even use the cast, to use it once or twice would not hurt too much. I think we just take the pom here. We don't have underworld customs on, right? So we don't have to sell anything like we did on our last run.
Thank you, mate.
Gosh, this is actually a difficult choice. Just put it on the standard attack for now, and maybe let's buy this darkness. We get a bit of. I don't know if you get bonus from that, or we won't get it anyway yet because we don't have the thing. But I think we maybe get 5 because we have the 20% bonus.
Not quite.
From.
I can't believe it. You signed the Pact of Punishment.
The Pact
Have you
of
completely
Punishment.
lost your mind, or just trying to insult me?
What a good
Well,
voice.
if you're going to be so rude about it, maybe a little of each.
I've missed Meg's
Do you
voice.
even care which pacts I sign or don't?
I'm not an idiot. I see what you're doing. You want to be punished? Then come on.
Oh yes. Right, now remember, don't cast here.
Punish is not enough.
This does do a lot of damage. It's good. Yeah, look at those rolls coming in. Oh, I thought we'd hit it. I thought we'd hit it there. Oh, we did actually. That's strange. I love watching them home in. It's very satisfying. Just to fire them off to like the side and then just see them all home in. I remember we have loads of dashes as well, so we can always use those to our advantage. Oh, look at that damage. Beautiful. Absolutely delightful.
My weapons can grow even stronger now.
I don't think I've ever owned chaps, assless or otherwise. I feel like that's... I'm sure I'd remember if I had. Ass full chaps are like the standard, right? They don't. Assless is like a specific modifier. Like they don't normally come that way. What do we want here? We could just take a chunk more gold. Always nice. Or we could try leveling up one of these other ones. We could try leveling up this, which is Dusa's, the Harpy Feather Duster. Just gives us some healing, which could be quite nice in Asphodel, because obviously the
So much for Tartarus.
Is it? I don't know. Hi, Wongo. Good to see you. That's your fave. Oh, the healing from the Feather Duster. It seems like it would be good in Asphodel. Hope you're doing well, Wongo. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Normal chaps are just crotchless, but full ass. Okay, right, sure. I'd like my chaps full crotchless, full ass, please. Hi, Wayne. Yeah, so this is all your fault. Well, it's because we encountered Chaos, Hades. Wayne. We encountered Chaos, and Kyle brought up assless Chaos again. Kyle is a secret perv. Beautiful. Yeah, we were talking about the Atlas Chaos. See, it sounded like a shop, but I think it might have just been the door opening. Okay, this is Eurydice, right? We want to see Eurydice. Always nice to see. Not great at keeping a secret. Oh, beautiful. What's going on? Just me. Let's give her our last nectar.
Really, Your Majesty? This will be perfect for my latest recipe.
I did also then bring up chaps because I was curious what people generally felt about chaps. Maybe I shouldn't have this cable. I've got the cable for my controller going over my desk, but I feel like I'm gonna bounce it a little bit, which might be might come up. You might hear it. So if you hear like a weird tapping, like a, then that's me bouncing the cable. And if you hear it often, then just tell me and I'll move the cable next time. But hopefully it won't.
This stuff to the best possible use.
You must be mistaken. That's exactly what a pervert would say. She does. That's why I wanted to give her some. She makes all these delicious foods for us.
Of all the lava rocks in Aspen,
Et tu, Wayne.
found this one once again, wouldn't you know? You got a map or something to this place, or what?
Don't know that a map would help me much since things keep shifting out here every single time. Though it is an interesting coincidence how I keep running
We
into
do
you.
keep running into her quite often.
Coincidence? Come on, hun, you're a god. Someone out there is sending you my way. Maybe it's just the fates. Oh well. I sure don't mind a little company, and I have lots to eat.
Beautiful. What have we got here? How many things do we have? We only have 3 things, but I wouldn't mind just leveling all 3 up. That said, they're all already leveled a little bit, so I don't feel too strongly about the poms. So maybe we just take the nectar and see what happens. Alternatively, we've only got 4 boons. We could actually take the ambrosia because it would be kind of cool to upgrade. What are we at here? 113, 81, and 113, 81, and 75. Let's try it.
For you.
So that 113 became 140, which is way more than you'd get out of a single pom, and the 75 became 80, which is pretty. No, that's a pretty reasonable jump given that it's only level 2. Okay, so that's cool because if you only have a couple of really strong boons, leveling up the rarity can actually make more difference. You all have gone. You've gone command crazy now. Now you've gotten into the Nightbot action. Wayne's got commands for everything. I feel like Frosty maybe started the commands. Kind of got into the cat facts and stuff, which I do like. A good cat fact. Oh right, yeah. I was listening. So I ended up. I was supposed to sleep for longer last night because I had to get up super early yesterday, and I was like, well, I need to get up early-ish today because the boiler man is coming to fix the boiler, which he's been and gone. But I feel like I was like, oh, I'll go to bed a little earlier, and then I realized that I hadn't done my Fire Emblem dailies, and it turned out that like because I'd been putting them off, I had one long thing to do, and so I spent way too long in the evening, or like in bed doing Fire Emblem stuff, and I put music on so that I didn't fall asleep.
That's quite enough.
So I ended up sleeping maybe even less last night than I did the night before, but I've recovered. I've been refreshed. I had a nice shower, so that was good. I don't really feel strongly about Ares, so even though we don't have much money, I'm going to go to the shop. Video games should never be the boss of your life. That's very reasonable, certainly. Yeah, I don't disagree, and I there was I certainly did consider like, hey, do I need to do this? And it was so the thing is, if I'd had to get up for something important, I'd have just sacked it off, I think. But I thought, well, you know, I am only getting up early because the boiler man's coming. Breaks up. Oh, you're right. You're totally right. I am not making good use of my Dusa charm. Thank you, Wongo. I keep forgetting about it because I'm not used to having it. All right, let's get a big deal. Oh, I do like Hunter's Mark. It's only a common one, but that's all right. Or we could just take general crit chance. Let's take the hunter's mark. I like the hunter's mark. Yeah, we should be breaking all these to see if we can get all those delicious burritos.
Appreciate you, Chiron.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, this encounter is a nightmare, but we do have a lot of dashes, so hopefully that will work in our favor. There we go. Alright, we did quite a bit of damage there, though, I think.
I, for one, had a lovely time.
The boiler man is coming. Are you in danger? Yeah, I had some desk cake. I like Smoldering Air a lot with the Zeus thing. I don't... Oh, we do have lightning bolt effects. We have the call. I might take this. I like it for the Zeus cast because I just use the single Zeus cast for damage anyway. So it kind of guarantees that we're going to get it often. And we did get a little jar burrito there. Uh-oh, free jar burrito. Delicious. Don't want to turn down a snack. Oh yeah, I've got all this desk space now, so I can eat cake at the desk, which is nice, and like actually have somewhere to put it. Whereas my old desk, I just didn't have. I never even put anything that wasn't like. Oh, this guy fires real fast. I don't know if that's a. Oh, it is. Yeah, look, he's got like a little speed boot on him, so he moves faster. That's terrifying. I hate things that I think there's a heat modifier that makes enemies move faster. I'm terrified of that. I'm so bad at dealing with like with anything that comes out like super fast. Okay, alright. Take it easy. Look out for some burritos, as we do. Ah, there we go. Look at that. One there. Beautiful. It's only like a 3% chance, so we won't get that many, but always welcome. Oh, a fish spot as well. I think I've maybe figured the fish out.
Come on up.
So that if it goes on the very first one, I don't think I'm ever going to get a perfect catch because my reactions aren't quite quick enough. But if it doesn't, then it always after the first one it will bounce, and then there's like a fixed period of time. And if it bounces very soon after that, then it's definitely going to be a go under. And if it goes more than like a little bit, then you know that the next bounce is not going to be a hook. But once it bounces that second time, then there's like another period. So it's like bounce, and then you wait to see if it goes. And then after you've waited a second, you're like, okay, it's not going this time. Next bounce. Now I wait to see if it goes again. It's a little difficult to explain, but basically unless it's the very first bounce, it will always be a quick bounce after a bounce. So if there's like a perfect catch is when you catch it quickly enough after it goes down. So basically it will always just go like bounce, wait, bounce, wait, bounce. And if one comes up quicker, if it's like bounce, wait, bounce, bounce, then that quick one will be the one it goes under on. It won't go under on the longer pauses. It's a little bit difficult to explain. You kind of have but that seems to be pretty consistent from my testing so far. I think it just gives you a better chance of getting good stuff. Once the Dusa thing's leveled up, it's really nice. Yeah, I think getting them leveled up is the thing, right? Because obviously makes quite a big difference to the power level.
Lerny, maybe?
Or Lerny.
Yeah, I like that.
There we go, look at that. Oh, name change. That's progression. I don't know how I feel about Lerny. I suppose it's alright. I kind of like Bone Hydra. It's a good name. If I was called the Bone Hydra, I'd insist that people call me the Bone Hydra. It's a hell of a nickname. But I suppose Lerny's a little bit more cash, a little bit more friendly. We've known him for quite a while now. I did actually see someone online saying, I believe the Bone Hydra is in Greek canon is actually feminine. Is like the sister of Cerberus. For whether that's, I presume that would be the same in Hades. They tend to stick with the canonical interpretations to some extent. Come on, Lerny. Oh, the damage. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'd say I'm a perfect catch. I love it, Wongo.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely. That's what I like to hear. You are the perfect catch. Get in the lake. Thank you.
Emerged from Asphodel intact, have you?
Okay. Still going to do a lot more encounters to rank that one up. I do like it. It feels nice. It's definitely we definitely want to be leveling it up as we go. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we would specifically want. I guess we could get a nice dash, like an Athena dash or something like that. Maybe we'd go for an Athena thing. I always like Athena's stuff. Let's do it. Let's gamble. We'll see if there's anything we want to sell here. I'm almost tempted to sell Greatest Reflex, but I do think it is a very, very nice safety net. So we won't sell it for now. And we'll pick up the extra healing. Is Dusa a canonical interpretation? That's an interesting one, yeah. Because it's obviously quite different from traditional Medusa, right? And that she doesn't have a body, and she's very friendly. A little bit clumsy. So I guess, yeah, they do have their own kind of spins on stuff. We do get re-rolls out of the key rooms now, so I'm kind of tempted to take that, even though we don't necessarily need it. It's nice to have the re-rolls. She's just the cleaner. And what a good cleaner she is. She does a great job. I do need to be careful of these guys. They are quite dangerous. Especially when they're armored, because obviously they don't have they don't get interrupted, much like any armored enemy. But we do get some free burritos off them, which is always nice. Okay, there we go.
All set.
And we get ourselves a key, and we get ourselves a nice reroll as well. Okay, hammer or Athena? I think either one we take will come back, so it doesn't matter too much. But let's take the hammer.
More flame wheels.
Oh gosh, that flame wheel's extra fast. I don't like that at all. Fast armored flame wheels. We've got to use this. We've got to stay on this middle section and use that to our advantage. Okay, beautiful. That big gap has really worked in our favor there. Okay. Twin shot. I'd like twin shot, but the reduced range kind of hurts. But honestly, I don't know what else I would take. Maybe point blank shot. I feel like none of these really help the bow we're using that much. This is quite good damage. I mean, it does... you see, it makes our range a little bit shorter, so we're going to have to get in a little bit closer, which is kind of counterintuitive to the bow we're using, but we'll give it a shot, because I do think it's a good ability. I'm tied on what to choose here. I think I'm actually kind of scared of Aphrodite's. It has such a big AoE on it, and because you get stunned by it, it can really kind of get you in trouble. So I think we might take her ability first. Okay, weak afflicted foes more susceptible to damage. I'm going to do that. It's an epic one.
Why would you side with... Why do I even bother with some lesser god?
Damn. Damn. I mean, honestly, if I was picking, I would pick Artemis, right? If I was hanging out with someone, I would hang out with Artemis. Aphrodite seems a bit full on, but as established, I think Aphrodite is quite dangerous. Luckily, these guys are kind of closing us down, so... Oh, I let a guy respawn. That's a problem. Okay, alright. Job done. F for Zag.
Alright, I'm going to forgive you now, I guess. No need to beg.
We gave her a gift already today. Okay. Your dash strike deals more damage. Kinda cool. It fills up your dash slot though, and that always upsets me a little bit. This doesn't feel that useful because our God Gauge is auto-seeking anyway and we're having trouble using it. Let's just take the cast. It's a nice cast. It seeks out foes, can crit. It's just a nice little chunk of damage. I'm pretty okay with it. I feel like the poms are starting to get... Once you get to sort of level 3, unless you're really going all in on something, I feel like it can be a little bit, like, overkill. Oh, I hate the ones that shoot the huge balls. They're very scary if you don't have deflect.
Damn, he's recovered.
Yeah, so we were kind of being done in by the twin shot reduced range a little bit, which I was a little bit concerned about, but I just need to get used to using it. Again, it's been a while since we played Hades at this point, so obviously no more burritos, no more free burritos, so. A bit more gold or Athena. I think this time we take Athena. We got lots of gold. Oh, hello there.
You've come, short one. I dreamed of this very moment.
Always nice to see Asterius.
Come on, Asterius. We've fought how many times already? What's there to dream about?
No, I dreamed. And in my dream, there was something I had to tell you. Rather,
oh, hello.
You have to tell the weapons you wear on your hands. Tell them, I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death.
I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death.
Hey, I know what that is. That's a waking phrase.
Oh, right,
So
like the Guan Yu.
Wait, why are you helping me?
So we get a new set of fists. Okay,
I don't know
that's
whether
cool.
I'm helping you or not,
Let's get the new.
but in my dream, an ancient hero fought a beast of a man, barehanded.
Oh,
They became friends in the end, after a great battle. I long for a fight like
I mean, that kind of sounds like your whole shtick with Theseus.
I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death.
I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death. It's a good line, certainly. The problem with the Zeus thing is I always want to stand next to him and it's not safe. I need to remember I have all these dashes and I can just dash around and play it safe. Oh, okay. We took a lot of damage there. A little bit low on health. We'll have to be careful. But I think we'll be okay. For now. But we don't want to get whittled down too much.
Hail and good tidings to you, noble cousin.
Always
May
nice
you
to
be
see
swift
Athena.
and thorough, vanquishing the dead who dare oppose you.
Let's get that dash. There it is. I like how we can't even have 30% God Gauge, but we could start with 30% God Gauge. This is actually quite nice. 90% trap damage reduction is pretty tasty. but I don't think we can really afford it at the moment. I'm a little concerned that we're going to lose our death defiance here.
Let's deal some death.
Oh gosh. Get away from me. No. Oh gosh, I hate the flame wheels. The little ones, they're just so dangerous. When there's other enemies, if it's just flame wheels, they're not too bad, but when it's all these other enemies at the same time.
Someone's back at home with you down there now, cuz. I call it wonderful news, except it isn't news. At least not yet. Though if the time comes that you want to swap over, just give the signal here.
Hermes knows what's going on. I mean, I guess Hermes is a little bit different than the standard gods because he does hang out with he comes down, he works with Thanatos, he works with Chiron. So I guess it kind of makes sense that he knows, and he seems like he's keeping it on the down low for now. Second wind could be really nice here. 10 seconds. We're going to get our call back every 10 seconds anyway. So there's basically 33% dodge chance and move speed all the time, which I'm kind of into. We are on 8 health, which is a little bit scary. But all we can do is press on. Oh gosh, these are fast wheels as well. This upgrade that makes the armored enemies more dangerous is quite scary. Luckily, our twin shot does do good damage. Get away from me. I'm just playing it super safe. I'm very scared. The nice thing is with the divine dash and with 5 dashes, we can kind of like block off a lot of stuff just by dashing around when we feel in danger.
Rewarded.
Oh,
in the name of Hades.
Divine dash is so good. Ooh, another duo. Your cast gains any bonuses you have for striking foes from behind. Well, we can so bonus backstab damage, and then also we get just general backstab damage. That is kind of nice. We only have the dash that gives deflect. I guess we should take this just so that we, for the prophecy. We're not using our cast that much, but because it's the Artemis cast that homes in, it will quite often hit enemies in the back because I just kind of fling it out and it swings in and hits them from behind. So we do often actually backstab with that. Oh, here's our boy Patroclus. Give us some healing. That's just what we need. What a lifesaver.
Tell me, stranger, if it pleases you, how is it you keep running into me? I thought this the remotest corner of Elysium.
The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld leave quite a bit to chance. I took our meetings merely for coincidence.
When chance is too far-fetched to be believed, then it's the fates at play.
That's 2 people today who told us the fates are leading us to them, which I guess makes sense.
But I know that I want you to leave me now.
Oh. Okay, fine. Look, listen, I'm not going to push him. He's going to give us a delicious hydrolite gold and send us on our way. Health or shop? I think we want the shop. We got loads of gold here. We could buy a bit more. Even though we've got health, I wouldn't mind buying a little chunk more health.
Thank me, mate.
Can we afford everything here? What are we looking at here? 200, 325. Yeah, we can afford everything. I think we probably buy everything.
I'll pay for that.
I don't love any of these that much, but I would take sure footing, I guess. 90% damage reduction from traps is nice. It's very good in the Hades fight because his urns are traps. And they do like 30 damage, so getting rid of 27 of that 30 damage is very nice. Alright, time to see the boys. Hello, kings.
Testing us once more, Asterius. For how else to explain this fiend approaching us, bearing such blessings?
His voice work is so good.
Only for heroes such as we.
I feel like I should use this voice. It's got a real quality to it.
You do know I'm related to them, right? The god of the dead is my father. I'm sure word's gotten around. Not that I want deferential treatment from the likes of you.
Good, for you'll get nothing of the sort.
You'll get nothing of the sort.
Gods are on my side, not yours, monster. What business would they have abetting you?
Get out of here, blaggart. Right, I need to be careful here. Not do anything silly.
Not for you, monster.
Good damage, I'll say that.
I swear I'll get you yet.
There we go. One down. Oh, I just went straight into him there. That's my own fault. We can deflect his shot as well, which should be nice.
You hit me. You've no defense against my blessed spear, blackguard.
Blackguard. That's Poseidon. Oh, I walked straight into that one. Alright, we got him. Oh. Rip cow dude. In a bit, oh bro. In a while, bovine pal. Alright. Oh, right. We got the fan over here. We got to say, yeah, we got to say hi to the fan. Always say hi to the fan. Brought a banner and everything.
Enjoy the rest of your existence, Shades.
Wayne's out. Is it? That was his limit of cow-based puns. Okay, what do we got to buy here? Bit of hydrolite, always nice. We do still have the gold on. We don't really need more.
Should I take the trade?
Anything I would sell here? I think what we've got is these are all good. These are all very nice. I think we probably stick on something like the acorn or the spear point. We could use this pond blossom a bit more, level it up. Could be nice as well. Or we could put on the Chiron thing, but I don't really want to buy anything in the well, so I don't feel that strongly about it. Let's put on the acorn. I think the acorn's good in the final fight. Hello, Connor. Good to see you.
Got it.
No worries. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you had a decent day.
No more dead to deal with, at least.
Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Okay, Zeus and Artemis. I think I'm pretty set on doing these first, to doing these boss ones. They're just a little bit more straightforward most of the time. Bit tough. Now it's about to get worse because you're on Hades. Some premium banter there. Nice. One nice thing about the little rats is that they take so little. They take so little damage to kill that you can at least you can just dash them with any dash buff. Wouldn't even play Hollow Knight for your birthday. I would have done if it was your birthday, Kyle. Yeah, see, look at that. We don't need to do anything but dash. And the Divine Dash does very little damage, but it's just so good. In your birth week. I mean, it's kind of... I guess it's not technically my birth week anymore, but... There we go, beautiful. It was actually on Monday and I didn't play them. Well, I couldn't, unfortunately. I would absolutely have done it if I could.
In the name of Hades.
Did I buy Resi 6 yet? No, I don't think so. I need to do that. You need to remind me. Yeah, I guess you have just reminded me. I'm bad at remembering to do things, but I will do that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Monty with the bunny ears. You definitely need to. Am I doing Leon? Is Danny set on that? This is not useful. This is, I don't think, great. This is okay. I guess we'll take it. We do have some rerolls. I could burn through my rerolls here.
Down the chute.
We can do Leon. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy to do Leon. I say Leon is really the only one I've actually played all of. So I wouldn't mind doing the other one, but I'm quite happy to do. Leon, especially given that people don't seem to like the Jake campaign, I'm quite happy to not have to do that. He's happy to do Jake's. Yeah, like I wouldn't have minded doing it as long as I could play as Sherry, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to press to do that one if I don't have to. Danny's an expert. Danny loves Resident Evil 6, so he'll enjoy it anyway. Did Danny have a review of Resident Evil 6 in the infamous Resident Evil 6 reviews page? Revengeance was great fun. I really enjoyed watching Wayne play Revengeance. Oh, he gave it a 7. That seems like a more reasonable score. It seems like a score a normal person might conceivably give that game. I keep forgetting I have the deflect dash as well. I've got to be paying attention. A 7, again, I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen all of that game, but a 7 might not be unreasonable. I've got to stop getting poisoned as well. If you clear the room quickly, it doesn't actually matter too much. I think the worst thing to do is panic about being poisoned and not do anything. Matt gave it an 8. Oh, I thought I had that. In fact, I did. Oh, you must do more than one because I was like, he definitely poisoned me and himself, but I guess he must fire multiple.
In the name of Hades.
Kyle is now a chaps expert. Yeah, after Final Boss took a bit to work out. Yeah, it's a really fun game. Revengeance is a really fun game. You know, I think both Jetstream Sam and the Final Boss, I think, took a little bit, but they're hard fights, and I think Wayne did it very well. He picked them up pretty quickly. We've taken Lightning Rod before. I thought it was kind of cool, but I don't love it. So I'm just gonna take this. This is 30% more damage basically on our special, which is a lot. Amazing soundtrack. Yeah, that soundtrack. I was saying I sung the final song over the final boss of Yakuza Kiwami 2. The It Has to Be This Way. Jamie Christopherson. What a good. Okay, what do we want to up here? I kind of want to up one of my core abilities really, but I guess 50% critical chance is quite good, so let's take that. We did not get the sack, so we're gonna have to keep going. We don't actually have a ton of health. Let's get more health. You're big into chaps. Maybe we should get into chaps. Maybe that's the thing for the 20s, right? It's to we'll all get into chaps. And the music is good fun. I feel like there's a couple of songs that are real standouts, and the others are good, but like, for me, it's Rules of Nature and It Has to Be This Way. I think, you know, there's a few other good ones on there. Like, I like the Jetstream Sound one, which I can't remember what it's called. I like the A Soul Can't Be Cut. That's another good one. It's a good it's a good title as well.
Shiny.
You like Monsoon, you mean, right? Stains of Time. Yeah. They should have just had Monsoon by Tokyo Hotel. That would have been a very different atmosphere. I love that fight. I really like the boss designs in that game, but Monsoon might be my favorite like design. I mean, Armstrong is one of my favorite boss fights of all time, personally, just for the spectacle. Like, it's spectacle, but it's not that much spectacle. It's more just ridiculousness. Oh, he did a little fist pump. That's kind of cute.
I can use this.
Okay, well, we got our stuff, so I guess let's make it happen.
Cerberus moves for no one, but for Satasax.
Stains of Time, the one I was singing? No, the one I was singing was It Has to Be This Way, which is the one from the final boss battle. Standing here, I realize you were just like me, trying to make history. That one. I love that one.
I can go.
Connor? Don't make me add an exclamation mark pervert to the chat. No, he's done it. He said it. He's brought the tone down.
Never late, Father.
I must admit to something, boy. Achilles taught you reasonably well. I expected that if anyone
reasonably well
into martial competence, it would be him.
Though you didn't expect that one day I would end up using everything I learned from him against you.
Connor's doing his own.
I anticipate more than you know. But Achilles merely practiced against mortals. Now you practice against me.
I wonder if I could, I guess it might be too much work to bother, but you could make a pervert command that has a different response depending on who asks for it. I do like that Connor's go-to when he's thinking of pervert, the thing he went to was Joey Tribbiani from Friends. That really dates you as a reference, I think. As much as we joke that Connor's a young lad. Ah, see, look at this. We can just dash around him.
Where are you?
Got to make use of all these dashes. Come on, Father. This is nice. This build's come together very well, I think. I mean, the 5 dashes makes... I think 5 dashes makes almost any build fairly viable. But it feels like our damage is pretty good as well. I guess this bow is really good at single target damage, and then we have Zeus, which is decent for which is good for AoE. So we kind of cover all bows on the string in a way. See, we even managed to avoid that, which is nice. Oh, the DPS, the DPS. Oh, Acorn coming through for us there. Still got 2 Acorns left. Keep him as long as we can. We might need him in phase 2.
We're not finished.
Okay. Look how fast we move. It's great. I love the support fire going in as well. It feels like there's like an eternal cooldown on it, because you see it's not firing like 10 shots even though we're doing 10 shots, which makes sense. That would be a lot. Oh gosh. Okay, it's alright. We've got the trap damage resistance anyway. Oh, there we go. There's our last acorn. We almost didn't. We only got hit once, I think, because of that acorn. So we got hit 6 times.
Were it not for all my wretched kin upon
See, Connor is more of a giggity kind of guy. I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like Halloween music. You're saying the music sounds like Halloween music. I don't know why you got that. It's over. Got that? Dad destroyed. Which I think really... Twin Shot was good. Actually, no, Twin Shot was good. It was good damage. I might knock off Hunter's Mark and put on the double strike, because I think we're getting a lot of damage out of that. That feels like a build. That's kind of what we had there. It was fairly straightforward, but we got it done. Not our best time, but a decent time. All right, let's keep moving, because we you know, like I said, I'm not trying to rush, but I don't want to linger too much now that we're into the
Prince Zagreus observes how death
relationships
can
arc.
so many different ways. At times quite slowly, and at other times. No.
Oh, you don't like the you're not a fan of like the background sort of sound. Interesting.
I'm counting that one as a victory.
You mean just like the sort of low, sort of almost drone that you get behind things? I guess I could see that. I think the thing is, I don't know if that's actually even part of the music. I think that might be, it might be part of like the just the soundtrack. It is a strange thing. It reminds you of Halloween. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess I could see why, but it doesn't. I don't know that I would make that association.
Wait. So what's all this about you working here? I thought they fired you, and that was why you left.
An interesting idea, though. I like that you've.
Hypnos, you think all
It sounds like a spooky ghost.
Because I was upset I was let go from a miserable job.
Why else?
We need to get some. We need to get nectars up in here.
You could do it.
Finally returned.
Thanks, Mum.
Mother, just how long has it been snowing on the surface? Do you know? Because it seems to me that Demeter, grandmother, I should say.
Grandmother.
Well, it's been very cold up there each time I've been.
It has. It has been very chilly.
I was afraid of that. I wanted to believe the snow about my cottage. It was native to the climate there, but seems that Mother took my absence harder than I thought. Oh, what have I done? All those poor people.
It's not your fault. You couldn't have known. And we can fix this, right?
We can and shall.
Yeah, we got to fix it. So you're not just talking about this noise, which there's just constantly like a sort of like. Okay, you're not talking about that. I thought you were just talking about that, which I feel like that there is like a passive noise that is in kind of everything.
What are these shades up to now?
Cause of death, feasting. What a way to go.
Achilles, sir. There's something I've been wondering about your codex. The words are yours, and yet it's through my actions that I'm able to absorb them. Is that how mortal scriptures always work?
Wayne coming in with the musical notes.
You have to understand, lad. I've been here in your father's realm for quite some time. My documented learnings became bound to me, much like the spear, you see. You can undo those bindings over time. Thus, my knowledge can be yours, whatever it amounts to.
Interesting. That does a kind of and I like that they attempted to explain why we don't have all the information at once.
Here, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Glad you got RE3 done. Like we've been paying for it now. Yeah, I mean, I say like I was drifting a little bit at the end of Resident Evil 3 because I was up at 6 AM yesterday.
The hellish watchdog snarls at the listless shades crowding about the court.
Man, I love a theremin. Theremins are good.
Regarding your responsibilities, our resources director is available to you in my private quarters.
Oh.
Normally, it would be I alone transferring excess resources back into our realm.
The fabled resources director. So now I get to give away the hard-earned resources I've painstakingly gathered over time.
Good, another way to spend our resources.
You get to do precisely that. It is not necessary that you do.
Okay.
But if you wish to rise above your current station, you shall do it.
What's the point in rising above my current station? I thought our work was to be done in secrecy.
It is. There is no point but pride, and pride is dangerous. Do what you will. I care not as long as everything gets adequately done.
There is no point but pride. So this is like purely like an aesthetic thing. I think I've seen this. I was talking to Wayne about this. So you can authority granted rank advancement. You can like exchange stuff to like increase your title.
Resources director. I'll be sure to pay you a visit whenever I'm swimming in underworld valuables and want to feel better about myself in my new role.
And I think it changes like the look of your... Here we go. Congratulations! You officially serve the House of Hades as its dedicated security specialist. Your work is conducted in relative secrecy. Employment is at will for an indefinite term. Should you earn sufficient resources during your efforts, you may donate them back to the underworld via the resources director, to whom you just spoke, to advance in rank and earn a fancy badge. Your rank is purely symbolic, carrying no additional responsibilities, though it may induce a sense of pride, which every god should have. So we can kind of spend 10 coins and 1,000 darkness, and we will get this little badge, I think, at the bottom that kind of sits next to our health bar. Right. Do we actually want to buy anything from here? Could buy something new in the bed chambers. A wall scroll of Aphrodite. I guess it's interesting because we have a wall scroll of Achilles. Posters. Your dad comes. It's like, what have you got a poster of a naked Aphrodite? It's like, well, she's always naked. That's just how she lives, you know.
I know Father appreciates your songs to the extent he's capable of appreciating anything. Though, has Nyx ever responded to them? She's always right nearby, yet you two don't seem to talk.
See, now Connor's back in.
Almighty Nyx appears to tolerate my presence, Zagreus, for she could cast me into everlasting darkness if my song failed to be pleasing to her. She is a most discerning listener.
A bit harsh. Everlasting. It's always bad. It's already bad enough that he's forced to serve the court forever. You know, if Nyx was like, well, I'm going to cast him to everlasting darkness. You know.
That she is.
Next.
Oh, hello. Bit of a chat here and a little mother-daughter heart-to-heart.
And so, who else is there to be depended on? You are a trusted overseer, Megara. Your station is no accident, and there is no one better fit for what you do. I urge you to look inwardly. How you approach your work is vital to the end result.
Thank you for the advice, Nyx. I don't know what I'd do without you. Or what this house would be if not for you.
Ah.
We all do that which is within our power.
Who is naked? Aphrodite is fairly unclothed, but you know, I mean, I suppose that's kind of her job, right? Which is a weird way of, to think about it, but...
Here's what I can't lay
A scuffer? A crustacean? A silicium?
Totally worth it.
Alright, we can get some nectars going here. We should chat to Dusa.
Cutlery, wiped the counters, replaced the candles, did the dishes, swept the floor, inspected the barrels. Let's see what else. Oh, the prince! It's you!
I'm so glad to see Dusa.
It's me, Dusa. I'm impressed you're able to manage this whole lounge all by yourself. How do you do it? What's your secret?
You didn't read what the Dionysus thing was, and now you have a massive poster in your room?
Secret? I'm 2 weeks behind schedule with this place, at least. Unfortunately, no one here seems very good at keeping time, so no one's gotten on my case just yet, but... Oh, you aren't gonna tell, are you?
Of course not.
No, we won't say a thing, Dusa.
This place doesn't seem
You've done a great job. This place is looking spick and span.
Well, that's just it. Miss Nix, she tasked me with a pretty big project a while back to make this place worthy of the name, which means there's so much left to do. I need to get everything ready. Please excuse me, Prince.
We banned Connor for saying Dusa is annoying. To be fair, I knew Connor would... She's too cheerful with like a nice high-pitched voice. That's immediately a no-no for Connor. Anyone who's too cheerful and like, hey, how's it going, everyone?
Isn't there something I can do to help?
Read the room, Connor. We all love her. Yeah. These lads always think I'm naked, says Connor. I haven't streamed naked. Well, I should hope not. I feel like you are, yeah, it did seem like you were, like, half the time you were like, yeah, you know, it's too hot. I've taken all my clothes off. It's like, well, look, I get too hot, but I don't take, you know, I might wear some light shorts, you know. Maybe no shoes or socks if it's very hot, but I don't take all my clothes off, even in my own home.
What's up for barter?
I don't know. I personal preference, I suppose. I don't really like. I wouldn't want to sit around with no clothes on. I don't think I would. I think I would be less comfortable personally. But each to their own, I suppose. Let's get ourselves some nectar. I know we could buy some other things, but I do want to make sure we got a decent chunk of nectar.
I could use
that. So that we can start giving out to people. I think we will start racking it up a little bit faster.
You're trying to fleece me here.
But I do want to have a chunk of it.
That nectar.
Remember Scammel from Video Game always going on about how he play games on his beanbag naked? We all need to work on overly cheerful. Yeah, I should just start streaming in like an anti-Connor voice.
Good for Thanatos.
Wayne says I was born fully clothed. I didn't want to be rude, so I've been keeping quiet, but Connor's been saying everything I've been thinking about this. I don't know what if you're speaking about being naked, or if you're speaking about Dusa. I will hear no bad words about Dusa. You don't like Dusa. What's wrong with you people? What do you have against...
Not even going to try.
She's just trying to do her job. She's nervous, you know. No one would take her on because she doesn't have arms or a body. And Hades gave her a chance, and she's always nervous because she's worried if she loses this job, she might not be able to get another one. But she's actually really good at it. Despite the fact that she's just a head, she's really good at cleaning. And everyone we speak to is like, yeah, Dusa's really good at her job. But she's always panicking that she's not good at her job and that she's going to get fired. She's just a sweetheart. Yeah, you're both miserable, but Carl's a bit more polite about it. All the voices have obvious done to it. The pitch shifting was very... Yeah. I mean, they do weird effects on it, but I don't know. I feel like it works because you've got to put a lot of echo on because they're gods, right? I would say Dusa's voice actress. I can't think of her. I think she's called Courtney, but I can't remember her other name. Is very good.
I can do anything.
I believe she streams on Twitch as well. Kyle and Con endure Dark Souls 2. All right. Anyway, we've got stuff to do, so let's get back on it. That Destiny lore video threw you off when you first heard it.
Trying to bore me to death with all this chit chat, pal?
I wonder if we give an Achilles another thing. We should see if we can.
Look here, pal. I can't just keep accepting these from you. Now, when they're paying me already, I got standards to uphold, you know?
I will look the other way if you do, mate. Now here, or else.
I mean, one of the voices in that Destiny lore video absolutely sounds like it has a thing applied to it, because it's a robot, right? That's the thing is, I feel like there's two types. There's altering the sound of a voice because you want it to sound, but you want it to sound normal. You don't want it to sound like it's been adjusted. And then there's altering a voice where you want it to sound adjusted. Like the gods here, you want to put echo on where it doesn't sound natural because they're gods, right? So they have this kind of, I am a god kind of echo to them. Whereas, you know, let's find this lore video. It's only Connor that keeps talking about it. Can you link it? I don't know if maybe. You might actually. I'm gonna say you might not be able to. I can link it if you give me a second. It's got 386 views, and they're all Connor. I think that's it. It's possible I also just linked something else I was watching on YouTube. But I guess we'll find out. In good time. Okay. All right. You recognize the link. That's worrying. Pervert. Exclamation mark pervert. Right, let's give our mum a drink. Ow.
Me? Are you quite sure? You know, this vintage must have made it all the way up from the surface to the mountains, then to here. We've both had distant journeys, haven't we?
Well, I, for one, am certain this vintage here has journeyed to the right place. Please enjoy it.
I like that Connor describes it as ASMR, even though the like towards the end of it, there's a bit where it gets quite like intense, because there's a robot being electroshocked, and I wouldn't describe it as why do you keep injuring yourself? Is your desk too big? Yeah, I'm not used to it, so I keep whacking myself on it, because I'm not used. I mean, to be honest, I used to do it on my old desk as well, but it, you know. Adapting to a new shape. You've dozed off by then. No nectar for our dad. Give on to Achilles.
Achilles, I was wondering if you'd split this with me at the lounge.
Oh, let's have a drink with Achilles. Yeah, this would be nice.
Take a break.
Ah.
Are you most certain you have time for me now, lad? Though how could I?
Lovely.
decline? I'll see you there.
Beautiful.
I was a fool, you see. The gods promised me eternal glory beyond death. I could have stayed out of the war. Stayed home with Patroclus. I threw everything away.
Aww.
And sent so very many to this place.
Yeah, so I think that the thing with the voices in this is like they all have like this. They're either gods or they're dead people, so they kind of have this resonance to them.
What's done is done, sir. In my mind, you're the greatest warrior who ever lived.
Zagreus actually sounds like the most normal, maybe.
Or is it Patroclus?
It isn't glory anymore, lad. I'm sure of that. Patroclus, however, I fear he's gone to me forever. Although his shade might yet reside within this realm, we left on terms I'd not forgive if I were him. Though, I had better get back to my post now, I think.
Aw, Achilles. That poor guy.
I didn't cast a greater pall over this place back there.
It's alright, dude. Listen,
I'm very thankful that we had this chance to get caught up.
I'm glad you were able to talk to someone about it. You know, I'll always listen to you, Achilles. You're a good lad. I'm eating and charging phone. Assume I'm in chat supporting you and not being a pervert. I will do that. Enjoy your food and not being a pervert. We could give them to Orpheus as well. We're gonna run out before we even get out on the run.
I'm very much obliged that you have thought of me again for such a wonderfully thoughtful gift.
He's googling assless chaps.
Obvious. Thank you for all the inspiration.
He's already got the assless chaps bookmark now. Ah, Meg.
Flattery won't get you anywhere. We can't go back to how things used to be.
Flattery never got me anywhere with you to begin with, Meg. Doesn't mean I won't keep trying. I am ever stubborn, aren't I?
They must have had. It does seem like they had like a somewhat of a thing. Megan, Megan Zag.
Chthonic keys. Sure, why not? Let's have that nectar.
Okay, keys galore. And this will give one to Nyx as well.
The gift which you could bring me can exceed the value of our kinship, child. Though it moves me to receive this offering.
Did you know, Connor, Zagreus' voice actor, who is Darren Korb, is also the guy that wrote all of the music for all of Supergiant Games. And they were like, "Hey, why don't you voice the lead character this time?"
It's nothing, Nyx, really. I know you've always believed in me, and it's not something I ever take for granted.
I also believe I think might do the voice of Orpheus, or at least does the singing for Orpheus, even if he doesn't do the voice. Yeah, he put all the woo-wahs in. And then I think Ashley Barrett does Eurydice's voice, or at least the Eurydice's singing voice. Who Ashley Barrett has done basically all the female vocals on Supergiant's work. Okay. I think we're good to go. So let's do it. He put all the wee-wahs in. What a prick. Okay, what do we want here? We've done this on 2 heat. So we don't want to do this again, really. Oh, no, we haven't. I thought we'd done this on 2 heat. Maybe we should just do this then. What do we want to do here? How many blood do I have? Not very many. But I do have a lot of nectar. Oh, ambrosia. So we could trade some ambrosia if we wanted to. Should we do this aspect of Nemesis again? We did aspect of Poseidon last time. Go back to Nemesis. Bonus critical damage. We don't really need to level this up. It's a little bit of extra crit chance, but not a lot. Let's give it a shot. And who do we want with it? That's a good question. Aphrodite always very welcome. Let's go with that. Always nice. I like Aphrodite's boons. I feel like she's pretty good. We want to change this if we can. We did benefits package, so let's do middle management, which is mini boss encounters contain armored foes or some additional problem. You've had enough of Nemesis, thanks. Yeah, we're bringing it back. This is the aspect of Nemesis. Just this sword every so often just goes stars. Okay, ooh, I love the dash strike. I know we haven't had this before, but this is really nice on the sword that we have, because this is the thing we crit with. So there we go. See, it's going to give us twice as many chances to crit, which is very nice. There's a cave with about 6 in the light gun game. That's great. With 6 Nemesises.
I'm ever grateful that my journeys through the underworld mean that we can get to know each other, Master Chaos.
Your repeated generosity with me is starting to become a bit predictable. And yet somehow I nonetheless appreciate it still. How very odd.
Okay, let's get ourselves a Chaos Boon.
Enjoy a moment's peace within my space before venturing on in uncertainty. To my surprise, I must admit, I do appreciate the company.
Oh, 6 Mr. X's. Okay, interesting. Okay, what do we got here? Extra damage, but then we get loads more gold. Life total reduced, but then we get way more attack damage. Or rarer boons, but we have to go without anything. It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice. We have 82 health. We could probably afford to lose it. Because we're early on. Let's do it.
You shall have it.
Okay. We don't have a lot of life here, but that's fine. We'll get it back. If we lose a Death Defiance, not the end of the world. You know, we are early on. We can probably buy it back. Darkness over gems, I think. I want to upgrade my mirror, and also we could also consider buying one of those rank things from the resource director that we ran into. I need to get my my sword rhythm back. It's like a very dash attack focused weapon, I think. The dash attack is just so much stronger. I think it's really the way to go. Because if you do this, like this is so slow, and it does have good AoE, but it's like 20 damage, 25, and 30. Whereas this is just 30 every time. So you can just do that, and it's that quick, that mobile. You're perving on Lara Croft now that you've finished at Metal Gear Rising. Fitter than Leon. So those are big words, Wayne. Wayne has not read the room. Ken is about to get sick. I might be alright on Sunday. I'll have to let you know on that one. But yeah, there is a lot coming. Eight's getting close, you know. Perfect. And there we go. There's our Chaos Boon. So now we get our health back, and we get the health back as well, I think. We don't just lose. We don't just get the max health back. We get all of the health back. We can afford to buy this. A little bit of extra darkness. Kind of liked thick Lara better. Yeah, so did I. I mean, listen. Lara looks great, however she is, but. I really don't like this room. This must be the extra mini-boss thing. They've made this room way harder. It's kind of scary.
Lady Aphrodite, I'm afraid there really isn't much here worthy of you, but perhaps this can suffice.
My, but if this isn't such a treasure to behold, and I accept it as a sign of your affection. Of something even more, perhaps?
Oh, hello. I do think, yeah, it almost, I didn't really question it because, you know, she's a strong lady. As we established, her Her arm and core strength outrivals even the likes of Marcus Phoenix. So it didn't make sense, you know. She didn't look like too wide. I think because she's so thin in the default model.
Field, though several types intrigue me most of all. In fact, why, I have several types of love for you right here.
Oh, hello. She's got several types of love for us. I don't think he would. I don't think Marcus Phoenix would rip her apart. Have you seen some of the... She jumped like off a cliff down about 10-15 feet, grabbed onto another cliff, like falling through the air. No bother, no sweat. Immediately, like, handstand presses up onto the ledge. Perfect handstand press from hanging off a ledge that she just fell onto. She's a strong lady. He's a real man in a real war. Well, Laura's not had to be in a real war with real guns, so, you know. Let's go see Sisyphus. With a leg split. Yeah, with a leg split and all.
So, there's something you like to do for entertainment out here, Baldy? Or just, I don't know, take it all in, I guess?
Punch the boulder. There's no winning with you, is there, Connor?
You've given me time after time, but for encouraging me to have a chat with Baldy there. I dare say I feel a little more at peace of late, and maybe it's thanks to him.
He's a good one, all right, isn't he? Though if you've come to such an understanding with old Baldy there, why, it must mean you've done some growing on your own as well, I think.
Okay. Bit of cash here wouldn't go amiss. Healing also wouldn't be too bad. But I think we're okay. I think we can afford to take the dark. The darkness is the greedy play.
Bring it. One for the stash.
Oh, I didn't go to the trove. Damn. What a waste. Just completely missed it until I'd already walked in. Perfect.
My keep.
This game is 4 hours long with an ending. You'd probably not hate it. I mean, it has an ending. It has. I guess it has multiple endings, right? So I guess it depends how you look at it. It has credits. It's probably like 20-25 hours, but it's a roguelike. You know, like I feel like it wouldn't. It would have to be such a different game to be 4 hours long.
Lord Dionysus, mate, you have made the mood down here materially less miserable, and I am much obliged.
What is that from me? Why, Zag, I mean, you really shouldn't have. You know I can't get enough of this stuff, right?
It is a problem, Dionysus, but you know, hey, it's kind of your job, I suppose.
Let me tell you something, Zag. I know your dad. He's got to be a real handful. I relate to that. You understand me, mate? So you get out of there and you'll be more than welcome here with us.
Okay, what do we want here? I don't love any of these things that much, but I guess I could take the special. Maybe we could sell it if the option comes up. I'd be quite happy to sell it, to be honest.
Come to me, fishes.
We don't use the special that often, but it is bonus damage. Bump. Bump. There we go, you see? That slightly faster one, that's what it's all about. The noise when you interact with stuff sounds like the start of Dua Lipa's Levitate song. That's a very specific. I'll have to go listen to it. I can't pull that off the top of my head, but I will check that out. That wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Like, there's only so many sound effects a person can make, so I definitely get that with a lot of games where it's like it will sound like a thing. My dad's text noise on his phone sounds like the first 2 notes of a song, and whenever I hear it, I get it in my head, even though like it's not meant to be that. There you go. The hang of is putting in work. There we go. You don't know the song well enough to recall sounds. Yeah, I can't say I could pull that. I heard a Chaos Gate, I think. Unless I'll... Yeah, okay. There was a Chaos Gate. Let's try... I want to check that thing about it going into the shop, because I didn't really pay attention last time. There's a sound effect you hear so much in many films and games. It's normally something's getting crushed, but it doesn't sound like that at all. If you come across it, I'd be interested to say it. You like Dua Lipa? I do. I actually, it's weird. Like I think I spoke about this a while ago, but I feel like I hadn't really listened to much Dua Lipa until one of my friends brought it up. He was like, he mentioned one of her songs, and I was like, I don't really. No, I don't think I really know it. And he's like, it was the biggest song of last year. How do you not know it? And I don't think I realized how big she was. Like I knew of her, and I knew she was a successful musician, but I don't think I realized how successful she was. It was New Rules, which is like apparently a huge song, but I didn't. I heard it when I listened to it. I was like, I might have heard this, but I couldn't say for certain that I've heard this.
In the name of Hades.
I think it's a good song, but I'm not sure that I had heard it. There's so much music, unless you listen to like Radio 1 or something, or you know, specifically seek out the charts. It's difficult to keep up with everything. You know, I'm certainly not averse to some pop music. What do we want here? I think maybe we take this for the extra gold. The extra chat damage is very scary. Or we could take this just to have it for the bonus, because I don't feel that strongly about the other things, and we're not using our cast that much anyway, which means so here we go. So we still get to go to the shop, even though we've already done that. You did a Spotify-a-thon. Surprised how many songs you did from 2 or 3 years ago that you really liked but didn't know she did. But yeah, I've been meaning to listen to more of her stuff just because I was interested to hear more of it.
Hermes told me that the other Olympians are unaware he's lending his support to me. I'm curious to know what's going on. Thinking of asking Nyx. Figured I'd check with you first.
No, so we're getting the so the Olympians don't know that Hermes is helping. Oh. Huh. Chiron took that.
I'll keep it to myself.
Chiron was not happy with that. Thanks. Interesting.
Why not?
Okay. We could upgrade our cast. Weak afflict foes more susceptible damage. I like this. I like this a lot. Although I'm tempted by this actually, because this is only like, I think this is 50% additive damage, whereas this is 10%. So basically 40% damage reduction instead of 30%, which is a lot. So I'm actually going to take that, because we do take a lot of, you do take a lot of damage with the sword, I find, because you have to get in so close. She has, Dua Lipa has actually written a song for Twice, who are probably the biggest Korean girl group, like fairly, I think last year. So she She has been involved with the K-pop. But yeah, I've been trying to listen to more of her actual stuff as well, because I was intrigued.
Although, I guess the whole point of this job is that you're meant to try to stop me anyway, isn't that right?
Murder.
Well then, let's get to work.
Not a fan of this, that specific attack. Oh, the stun. Luckily our damage is pretty good. Be the one you really like. I'll add it to the list to try. Okay, our damage is pretty good. You find yourself not hating KSI's stuff. Interesting. I've really not listened to much of his stuff. Not for any particular reason. It's never come up really. I was never big on his. Like I've not really followed him for a long time. But I was never big on his FIFA videos. He's a bit too yelly for me, which is fine. You know, no judgment for people that are into that, but he's it's a little too much.
Glad that's over.
It's too high energy. I can't be dealing with that. I'm too old for that. Annoyingly catchy. I mean, I imagine he's got like, it seems like he's a reasonably talented guy. I mean, he's sold quite a few. He's had quite a few singles now, right? So he's doing all right for himself in the music biz. I imagine he's got a good team helping him out as well. So I'm not going to pay for gems. I do want to sell this special. Yeah, 180. I would definitely sell that. It's okay, but I don't love it. Right. What would I like on the special though? Is a good question. Doom would actually be kind of nice. Bit of Doom. Or Athena for the Divine Dash.
I'll just go on.
You had a meal a couple of years ago in your Indian restaurant, put you off going there. I remember you saying that actually. I remember you mentioning it at the time. Yeah, I don't know. He's a bit much for me, I think. But I don't really follow his exploits all that closely, so. Like there was a period where I kind of got into watching FIFA videos, but not really him. I used to watch a guy called Air Japes, who was very fun. Like a very relaxed guy, you know, unsurprisingly for me. I was like, so this guy's chill. He just is really good at FIFA. Because I think a lot of the FIFA YouTubers and Twitch streamers are very hyperactive. Because I mean, I guess that's true of just YouTubers and Twitch streamers in general. You know, that's often what is popular. But I like something a little bit more laid back usually. Not opposed to a little bit of energy, but sometimes it's a bit much. I like to keep it chill. Keep the vibes rolling. Okay, what do we got here? We got gold or we got health. Well, a bit of health would be kind of nice. Stack it up. We got decent money. Snooker energy, yeah. I'm always looking to bring that snooker energy to video games. Your guardy bit Logan Paul, despite it all being a load of, I mean, yeah, it was just a way for them both to make a lot of money, which they did. It's a bit Alien versus Predator, right? You know, whoever wins, we lose, and all that. But yes, if you ask me to pick a side in that fight, as far as I know, KSI has not done anything quite as questionable as a lot of the stuff that Logan Paul has done. So if I were to involve myself in that beef, which I wouldn't bother doing, to be honest, but I think that's also the side I would fall. How did we get onto this? We were talking about Dua Lipa. Connor just wanted to talk about Dua Lipa. This is like Kyle bringing up assless chaps. Even though there weren't any assless chaps on screen. He just wanted to talk about them. Show off his knowledge. He did get stick for motorboating that lady. That's a weird sentence to read out of context, but sure.
Catch my breath.
Yeah, I mean, it would not surprise me that I'm sure KSI has done several things that you might say were questionable or laddish in a way that perhaps might be considered inappropriate. You know, he's certainly not free of being a troublemaker at times, but you know, Logan Paul's done a lot of stuff like that. So,
You read my mind,
as I say, Alien versus Predator.
awful fast sometimes.
And I, in turn, shall go through your incredible cooking awful fast, given the opportunity. You know, I've never met a nymph before. You're closer to the gods than mortals, right?
Yeah, gods that can die. How is that fair? It was just a stupid snake bite in my case. Can you imagine something more embarrassing? You're just minding your business, and then snap, you're dead and on your way down here.
I know the feeling better than you might expect.
We have died quite a lot to
Well, I was
increasingly
going to
silly
end up here sooner
things.
or later. Might as well while I'm still looking good. Though I guess you do kind of get to lock in whatever age when you register.
Oh, interesting.
Not everybody dying of old age.
So you get to choose what age you want to be. I do really like Eurydice's design. It is fantastic. That her like midsection. I don't know if like I don't know if she's wearing something on it or if it is just naturally like a darker color. It's interesting. It's an interesting pattern to it. Because it almost looks like she has like that kind of wrap on her chest. But then it seems to end, and it's unclear if she's wearing like a different top underneath that, which I presume she must be because it's so different from the look of her regular skin. We don't have that many boons, so I think we maybe take the nectar here and try and pick up a few decent things.
Really hit the spot.
She's C3POing. Oh wow. Oh right, yeah, of course they've got the extra abilities here. Oh wow, okay, alright, so you do like a big danger radius now. Danger, that's what you call it, right? A danger radius. It does a lot of damage as well. I don't like that. Oh, it just keeps going as well. It doesn't stop quickly. Okay, you just gotta get used to the timing on it. It's not too bad. It's a little bit scary. Alright, okay, that was kind of tough, but we made it.
Lord Ares, I honor you for all the strength you've given me to overcome my foes.
Such a splendid offering to me. How very thoughtful there, my kin. I am taken aback, though I accept. Recently, there was a burst of violence on the surface, near to where you are, but higher up. 'Twas altogether odd, but must have forced you to return once more. No matter, time is on our side.
Okay. Don't love these in general, but I don't feel that strongly about Ares spoons. I kind of would like the special. That's the thing I actually wanted from him. So maybe we do we got 3 rerolls. There we go, look at that. Because we only use this once every so often, and then we're usually using the crit. So it will give us a nice extra chunk of damage on it. And I think it counts as a status effect for privilege status as well. which I believe we've still got on. Beautiful. Look at that. It's also nice for just hitting and running.
Lights out.
Beautiful. And see, this, our special does what, 50 damage? Yeah, so then getting an extra 100 damage, that's like an extra 200%, whereas you're not going to get 200% off most standard boons, like an Aphrodite or an Artemis or something. So, that's nice. Okay, I think we're good to proceed. Upgrades. I'm not huge on Aphrodite's secondary boons, really. I think there's some good ones. Need to add some more pressure on Ken. I mean, we're getting there, right? The heat's going to start ramping up, so we'll get to it, that's for sure. But yeah, I was actually thinking about adding some more ways to, you know, if there's something you particularly like to see me use, you can ask. You know, no guarantees that I'll do it, but I'm always willing to try out a bit of equipment or something, as long as I know in advance. Ken, I'm gonna punch some kittens if you don't finish this run. Ken doesn't. I'll never watch this stream again. Wow. I mean, listen, that's up to you. You know, if that's the way you feel, I understand. We got a big old shop. I think we take the shop. We got loads of cash. We can afford it. Please don't punch the kittens. I love a kitten. To be fair, you did say I had to finish the run. You didn't say I had to win. So. Okay. Are we at the boss? We are at the boss. Okay. How many boons do I have? I don't actually have very many, so it wouldn't really hurt to pick up the boon first and then upgrade. Zeus. Okay, interesting. Thunder Dash. Wayne, we could take the Thunder Dash. I know you love the Thunder Dash. It's just not, it's not super high damage, but I do think it's decent. Obviously this is 40 damage, but you have to dash at the right time, and that's harder.
Thunder and lightning.
So let's take the lightning dash for Wayne, because I know he's a fan. And we should heal up here.
Yum.
We can afford to.
Let's get out of here.
Trying to cut down on thunder. Yeah, it's very easy. Like I'm trying not to take the. It's very tempting just to be like, well, I can just take the same things every run. I know work, right?
Now on, right?
Oh right, yeah, the learny thing.
No, not at all. Thank you for asking, friend.
But yes, I'm trying. I try and like mix it up a little bit and not just use the same weapons, because we could just find like a few aspects that we really like and just stick with those, and be more consistent. But I feel like you want to do that when you get to the higher difficulties anyway, when you're starting to struggle to beat it. So I feel like, at least for now, where we're winning most of our runs, I want to try and mix it up and try different things, because you never know when you'll find something that's really cool that maybe you would have missed ordinarily. The important thing to remember with the sword that I sometimes forget is you don't want to dash attack if you're dodging, because you don't get the iframes. You don't get as many iframes on a dash attack, whereas when you just dash you get way more iframes. So you want to be careful about when you choose to dash. Oh, he's still going. I thought you only did it 3 times. Okay, beautiful. So yes, I'm trying to use Athena dash less, but it's so good. It's so good. So try and mix it up a little bit more. Try and experiment with different things, and also it's good to do that because obviously you get more of the prophecies done by trying out different things. Because there's some, you know, like you have to have the blade abilities to get the things like Ares' legendary. You need to have a blade rift of some kind for that. So if you never take those, then you'll never get the bonuses. We could take the pom here, the mum pom, that lets us rank up our but we don't get that many things out of it. Is the only thing. We also have the dad one. Your call becomes Hades' aid, which briefly makes you invisible. Which sounds interesting, but I don't know that it doesn't sound that exciting to me. You had a phone call? No worries. That's a late-ish phone call. I don't even know what we would take here, to be honest.
Could try a different one.
Take a nice chaos egg. Love a chaos egg. Or we could try leveling this up a bit more. Let's do it. Let's level up our feather duster a bit more. Don't need any of this stuff.
Should I take the trade?
And I don't want to sell any of that. Okay, onwards we go. Love to see that pug emote. I love the pug emote. It's an all-timer. Just a little party pug. It feels like that one's so good. It feels like it should be just a real emote. Like just feels like it should be like a general emote almost. We are a bit low on life. I like Hermes a lot, but I do want to poke up my life a bit more. Ooh, a fishing spot. No, I got hit by the trap. It's alright though, free burrito. I think it was 10 health. That's actually pretty good. I got hit by another trap. Okay, there we go. Fish. Right, here we go. Fish.
What lurks in the river Lethe?
Bounce.
Now.
Ah, I still didn't get the perfects, but that was the quick one. It's very... I would try and describe it more, but it's quite difficult to do. But basically, if you get a bounce quickly after the previous bounce, then it's going to be one to catch on. Because the thing is, like, I can't... If you wait to check that it's definitely gone underneath, I don't think you have time to react to the perfect catch. So you have to kind of preempt it a little bit. Just get ready for bed. Not sure if you should lurk on here or just watch the Destiny video. I mean, you do whatever you need to, Connor. Yeah, so we are getting privileged status with... if we could get jolted, that would be nice as well, because that would be guaranteed. Because privileged status is going to run out as soon as the doom hits. Which granted we can reapply the doom pretty quickly. Flurry slash. We haven't taken that, and none of these are that exciting. So let's take it.
All tuned up.
That's pretty cool. That actually might be quite nice to, like, sometimes you want to stun lock an enemy, especially in sticks. Sometimes you want to just stun lock a... Okay. Which one? I'd rather I don't know here. It's a big room. I can deal with areas in a big room. Probably too lewd, to be honest. So prime content. Any non-pervs can be mods. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I said that the other day. I was like, I thought I'd modded you, Connor, but for some reason you weren't a mod. I'll have to fix that. I think I just modded the people that were here at the time when I was first streaming, which was Kyle and Martin. Not to discount the value of them being modded. You know, I modded them because I trusted them, but they happened to be the people who were in chat. I mean, it's the people with the green sword next to them in their name, Connor. Yes, jolted. Jolted is what I wanted. Good.
Your choice leaves much to be desired here, my
That's how you get mod status anyway. You have it. You just happen to be there. I've actually got, yeah, I've had a few people where people like, I mean, they are people I know, but like don't know like super well, but know like people I know online, right? And it's like, oh, okay, they trust me well enough to be like, okay, sure.
Apologies for all
I just want someone who's basically, it's usually like, I just want someone who's going to get rid of these spam bots in chat when they show up, more than anything else. So they'll just mob me because there's been like the spam bots. So actually, because of those, I end up getting mod intermittently just because they're like, okay, well, you're here and you can get rid of the spam bots, and I'm quite happy to do that. I'm kind of trapped here with all the airy stuff. There we go. Alright, we did it.
But I could see if that display of violence you just showed was thoroughly.
You've been gifted a sub for Travis. Nice.
Then here.
I like those emotes. Those are good emotes. Very cute. Okay. I'll take the Curse of Vengeance. It's nice. It's nice backup damage. I think it's very tough to turn down Patroclus. He's so good. The heal is so. The random American you woke up to playing GTA was Travis. I do have Travis on my auto host list, so it's quite possible that you, because obviously he streams, you know, a little bit later, not much later actually, honestly, but.
A means to drown my sorrows temporarily. That's good. And rather kind of you, I have to say.
It's nothing.
He did tell us to leave last time, but
stand and boast about it, like seemingly everyone else around here.
What is it this time?
I don't think it was that Connor's referring to, but I think he's goofing, but
not so good at leaving me in peace.
Just on one of my little jaunts through paradise is all, sir. Happened to be on the way toward my destination.
You think
I've tried to add enough people to my auto host list that it's not consistently the same person all the time.
With whom to share one's misery. No offense. I know that you're just passing through.
But yeah, he would have got you got the gift sub, and he'd been like, "Oh, hey, Connor," and you were like, "I'm not here. I'm asleep." Hydra Light Gold. So that's the thing, is you probably have been in Travis's stream just because you've been auto hosted into him by me. It's got to be Hydrolite Gold. It's the good stuff. I would like to try some Hydrolite Gold. What do you think Hydrolite Gold tastes like? This is an interesting choice here. I think maybe we take the palm. We're actually doing okay for money because you revelation. So he's either forget on your name or cares about your anonymity. It didn't tag you, but if your name appears in chat, it will highlight it, even if it's not written. Even if it's not got the @ on it, it will highlight your name if it appears in chat, which is good if you have a name that's like a common word. I think a lot of people do call people by their. I feel like I probably should sometimes, but I don't know, because obviously, you know, it's confusing. It is a bit confusing for other people in chat if you start calling people by.
Good enough to eat.
by their name that's not the name that they see on screen. Like, I know that can be a little bit confusing. And you kind of get used to it if you're in a stream for a while, but like it can, you know, if I start saying like, hey Connor, and someone's like, well, there's no Connor in chat, who are they talking about? Ooh, do we take this? We get the healing anyway. Is this the time to... We need it for the fated choice. I'm going to do it. Oh, 64 coins. Worth it. And there we go. We healed quite a way back up. We wouldn't actually have fully healed anyway. Only, yeah, only you can see that it highlights. It only highlights you. It's just so that if someone says your name but doesn't tag you, you can see that they've said your name. Let's give them the Thunder Dash. Look at this. Putting Thunder Dash to good use at last. I'm all in. It's good, Wayne. You were right. Mine had to go at you once because you called him Martin? Did he? Next. Ah. I mean, I think it is sensible as well. It kind of depends, like, if you're someone that's not particularly online as well, like, obviously, like, you may not want people to know your actual name. Usually people ask, they're like, hey, is it okay if I use your name? Like, I know Ian B has done that. He'll be like, is it okay if I call you by your name? Because I know you. And my instinct is to call you by your name because I know your name, because I talk to you regularly. But obviously you may not want me saying your name on stream. But like I say, like my name's on my Twitter, so it's not... Also, it's fairly obvious from my username, so... He forgot you. I mean, you didn't play much Destiny, Connor, so... What are you supposed to do? I tend to be, if there's other people in chat, I will be more cognizant of calling people by their username rather than by their real name. Just to avoid confusion on the part of the other people who are here. Still no call, which is not that unusual, but it feels a little bit weird not to have one. There we go. Beautiful. Good. Call you all by your names because you use them and it's stuck in your head. Yeah, that's fine. I say I don't mind. Sometimes people call me Y2. Sometimes the nice thing about mine is because my name is just my name, so people tend to call me Ken anyway. A lot of the time, so which is easy for me. But it is one of those things. It's where you, if you know someone, because you're obviously like the people I'm used to, that I play games with regularly. I'm used to calling them by their name, and I guess like because I knew you guys as your name before I knew you by your username. So. Ow. Whereas if you know someone online first, and you know them by their username first, then maybe you would call them by their username. Or at least some variant of it.
I'll take it.
Wayne wants to be called the Bone Hydra. I can call you the Bone Hydra if you like. Officer Pervert. Connor in one of those FBI shirts that says female body inspector on it.
Cheers, mate.
Let's whack up the special there. I like Dionysus's aid. I think it's a good call. It is much like Zeus. It's just good. You use it on. You actually don't really want to save it up because you can only stack up to 5 hangovers, so you don't want it to be going for ages. You just want to use it, get the extra damage, and then it will regen. You use it again. Oh, we gotta get these free vase burritos as well. Make sure I don't miss out on those. This is very Halloween-y. I could see, yes, if you took it out of its context and just played it, I could see how someone would think it was a Halloween song. I think it doesn't, to me, it doesn't play like that in seeing it in the context of the game. But yes, if you played this to me outside of the game and said, what is this? I could see what you mean about this being Halloween-y.
Our sworn enemy. You challenge us to battle.
I think it's because yeah, it's like listening to the music without. I wouldn't say that about all the songs, but I can see where you're coming from, Connor, for sure.
Not ready to admit defeat as yet.
There we go. See, 5 stacks, just a bit of extra damage. It's only it's not a strong one. We've got the weakest version of it possible, but it's just a nice bit of bonus damage, you know. And it's good for groups as well because it will hit AoE. Okay. You dispatched the bull. It's kind of big We've Awoken the Hive vibes. The Halloween level from Simpsons Hit and Run. I love that.
Very nice.
You bought a South Park game, but you're questioning your choices. Now, which South Park game did you buy? Was it one of the recent RPGs? Stick of Truth? Yeah, they are good games. I mean, they are very South Park. I watched someone play through. I think it was the second one. I'm not sure. I think it was the second one. But I can't remember. No, actually, no, maybe it was Stick of Truth. Maybe it was Stick of Truth. Anyway, it was okay. It is very South Park. It has a lot of gross out humor and stuff like that in it. But they're fun. They are fun games. Like, I think they do, like, they're well made. For sure. You know. If you have a huge distaste for South Park, then you're probably not going to enjoy them, because they are very much that. But I'm not as huge on South Park. I used to quite enjoy it. I'm not as big on it as I used to be. I think I kind of fell off it a little bit, but I don't dislike it. It's all right. It's okay. I think the games might actually be better than. Do you like South Park? You probably do, otherwise you wouldn't have bought the game. I mean, I presume you have some affinity for South Park. I mean, maybe not, but you wish they made another Team America. I did enjoy Team America. It was good fun. What do we want here? I do just really like the acorn. It's so nice in that dad fight. don't have enough cash for me to want to actually buy anything specific. As Thunder Dash could be sellable, but it's actually doing well for us.
Cheers.
You made it through most of a rewatch, but fizzled out on the last few series. Used to more than you do now. It was a weak moment. It was on sale. Yeah, like I say, they are good games. But yeah, like I enjoy South Park. You know, they produce it at an astonishing rate. I think the thing is, like, you know, they stick very topical, which means, and at some point you almost have to, because you run out of things to talk about if you're not doing that, right? But
A sea creature.
I don't know. It's fine. I think more than anything, I probably just like burned out on the style of South Park. Like at some point, I'd seen enough of the sort of go-to bits. Cracks you up, to be honest. I mean, it's still, as I say, like I think it can still be quite funny with it. When it hits, you know. But I've certainly not. I mean, I haven't kept up with a lot of cartoons anyway, so you know, or just shows in general. Could stream it eventually. Yeah, I will say it is perfectly streamable. I will say I'm pretty sure it does have some amount of nudity and or graphic content in, but it is an allowed game to stream. Or films, that's true. Just use the dash. Just zap dash everyone. You were going to do Tales of the Borderlands, but it doesn't support episodes 2 to 5 anymore. Oh, that's a shame. I would have liked to have seen that, because I keep intending to play that myself, and I just haven't.
This blasted place again.
I thought it was the tiny vermin that we had the other time. It was terrifying. Oh, there's actually 2 mini bosses in here because of the, I think because of the middle management. That ones that seemed a little bit weaker. So they have like a weaker version of one of the bosses. Interesting.
I bid you please accept my humble offering for all you've done for me.
South Park changes a few times. It becomes different things at several points in its run. Yeah, I guess if you rewatch it, you probably see like where the show like has like an inflection point in what they're doing. In the same way that you kind of can with Simpsons as well, or something like that. That's been quite long running. It's impressive that they've managed to keep it going.
Why, that is rather generous of you, and I'm grateful for it, nephew. How good of you to make attempts at reciprocity.
Guardians of the Galaxy was a bit wank. You mean the Telltale one? I remember people not being big on that. You can still get it on PC and play it. I have it on. It was on PlayStation Plus, I think. So I think I might have it there.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, it wasn't good. The Guardians of the Galaxy one. Vengeful Mood. Your revenge effects sometimes occur without taking damage. I guess we could take this. What vengeful things do we actually have? We have this one, which is Doom, which is somehow level 2. I think that might be the only one. But if that occurs, it's 200 Doom damage every 3 seconds, which is a bit weird because we're inflicting it ourselves anyway. But I guess we'll take it. I don't feel that strongly about these other ones. Get that duo boon for the prophecy. Hi Martin, you've been busy? No worries. We're on our 2nd run today. We're near the end. It's going fairly well. I feel reasonably good about how it's gone. Look at this, 15 to 25. I've noticed the Dionysus ones actually scale quite well because the hangover damage is quite low numbers. So it has to, like, where they decrease, like, obviously each POM decreases the amount of percentage. Like, you might get 20% extra for the first one, then 10% for the next one, and then 6% for the one after that. But with Dionysus, it's like, oh, we can only put it up by 1 damage a time. but it does that 1 damage lots of times over the course of the effect. So it actually is fairly consistent in its upgrades. You can buy it but not download it. Oh, I think that's our ventral mood going off. That's kind of fun. You can't download episodes 2 to 5. It's a known issue. That's troublesome. So you can't, it's not, is it one of those things where you're supposed to download it like through the game or something and it just doesn't work? Why does Wayne get cheese? That's a good question. Why does Wayne get cheese? Let's use our new flurry slash that we haven't really used at all. I actually really like the flurry slash on the rats because it stops them from... You can stand still and not get poisoned and just rail on them, which is nice. I'm tempted to sell this. I don't think it's that good and it's 420 gold. Let's do it. We've got the prophecy. Because he has all the characters full on resi cheese. Perfect. These are just chaos, these. I don't even know what's happening sometimes in these rooms. I'm just swinging for the fences. It is, especially these rooms, I feel like sometimes it's just trying to learn to manage the chaos a little bit and see through it. Oh, the mouse for the new roommate. Gotcha. Yeah, some cheese for the mouse. You'll probably lurk. If it doesn't work, you'll boost my YouTube views. No worries.
Just the foul sack I need.
Sleep well, Connor. Take care. And good night.
That's something.
Okay, we could buy a Hades boon. A Hermes boon here. I might do that.
Thank you, mate.
That's a lot of extra jolted damage. Let's do it. Cast to fire in rapid succession. The call. I do like this. It's quite nice. I'll take it. It's not as good as it was last time because we don't have the auto regenerating call, but
has the prince again persuaded fearsome
you have to lock Connor off the Destiny video. Hey, if he wants to keep watching it, I'm happy. I don't get much for it, but you know, whatever keeps him happy. Cerberus abandoned his post in order to eat.
Got here as quickly as
Keeps him contained. Yeah, who knows what would happen if he started wandering off to other corners of YouTube, you know?
I should be getting back to my desk, but I suppose the work can wait.
We'll make it quick, Hades. I shouldn't get too cocky. Sword's always a little bit scary to me. I feel like it's very easy to get hit with the sword. Because you have to be so close all the time. There's a hit already. Thankfully our damage is quite good. Is our Acorn worn off already? I think it might have done. That's concerning. Right, we're going to just leave that one because I'm not sure I can hit it. Oh no, a double hit by that. That's bad. Gotta pay attention. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying. Make sure we get the hangover on Hades. Yeah, see that Dionysus paying off.
This again.
Oof. Taking a lot of damage here. We still have our death defiances, but there we go. All right. Whew. Do you like theremins, Martin? Always an important question. I love a theremin. Oh, there goes the Death Defiance.
No. Not yet persuaded to go back, I see.
Oh gosh, the... No! I'm losing out the Death Defiance here. Oh, he's down. Alright, okay. Whew. Scary. Our damage was good there, though. That kind of saved us a bit.
You speak none of this to anyone.
You were listening to the Gundam Wing theme before you joined, singing in Japanese. Have I got God of the Dead for the lounge? I haven't, no. I remember you wanted that, didn't you? We could buy that.
Boy.
Yeah, I associate Bill Bailey with the Theremins a lot. Definitely.
I'm very sore right now.
Oh, I think I accidentally took my my Nemesis sword off. I do want that. Let's take these off for a second. I think it has to be the Heartbreak Strike, the double edge. Flourish Duster wasn't actually a huge thing for us, really. The Jolted was actually really good. I think the Thunder Dash and the Jolted. That's probably our set there. Perfect.
The master of this realm, Lord Hades, states that death is inescapable. There is considerable credence to his claim.
What am I doing on that screen? On the end screen, it's just it just shows all your boons, and then you can actually do it anywhere, like mid game. You can pin different boons. So I'm basically just there's no real benefit to it, but I'm basically just pinning the boons that I think were the most useful in the run, so that I can. It's just a way to show off your build, right? So it shows off all of the boons on the left, obviously, like it does normally, but then you can pin the 5 that you think were the most useful things for the run. Which doesn't really matter. You could just skip past that, but I like to have a look at it and see, like, okay, what was actually the thing that really helped me out the most there. Just for my own reference more than anything.
Oh, Cerberus. Doubtless you deserve the biggest thanks that this house still stands, don't you? Did you enjoy the treat I brought you from the surface?
Ooh, a surface treat.
The surface treat devouring hound of hell provides the queen a most decidedly affirmative response.
I thought you might. You wouldn't know it wasn't made of meat, I'll bet.
No.
I'll see if we can't grow you plenty more.
She's brought him an Impossible Burger. Lovely.
I mean, old father's nice to you at least, isn't he, boy?
Cease bothering the dog.
Cease bothering the dog. That's a good line.
Father, all these shades, aren't they going to let on that Mother's back? What if word spreads and the Olympians find out?
A good question.
You are so well accustomed to defying me that you forget there are no others, either living or dead, who would so dare. None in this house shall speak of this until we are prepared to make any announcements on our own terms.
Okay, so it's just like the shades will not
Sounds like you've got it all under control.
disobey his word, I suppose. That makes sense. Oh, no Achilles. No one over here. Very quiet. Hypnos is gone as well.
Have you considered doing music making as a recreational pursuit, my friend? You have such slender hands, why?
No.
I believe you do quite well at it.
Thank you very much. I'm
Not really
pleased you
been at the top
noticed.
of my list of late, mate. But who knows? It's something I've been meaning to try at some point, I suppose. Thanks for the words of encouragement.
Do you love a bit of music making?
Of course, my friend.
Bed chambers. What can we buy in the bed chambers? Ooh, a splendid lyre. Creates beautiful music if you know how. But it is a diamond. What were we saving up? Oh, skinny fingies. There we go. Which one were we talking about? Were we talking about God of the Dead? Was that the one? Yeah. Okay, well, we need another diamond for that. Or we may be able to get one here, possibly, depending on what's on sale.
Nix, if hypothetically I felt that some injustice had been dealt to someone who deserved a better lot, say that they were subjected to too harsh a punishment for all eternity, don't I have some of my father's authority to do something about it?
Now that you have regained your access privileges to the administrative chamber, child, yes, that is the level of authority you hypothetically possess again.
But how can I possibly find anything in there? The place is wall-to-wall pacts and parchments. I have no idea where to look.
You can be made aware, though use discretion if and when you need to exercise this power, and make certain that the time is right. Now, are we understood?
So Nix is saying she might be able to help us locate the old contracts.
Yes.
If we wanted to say you know, free someone from an eternal contract that they'd been bound by. Hey, Dusa.
Patch up the seating, update the menu, clean the stove, stock the honor bar, sweep the rug, dust the rafters, mop the flooring, pay the broker. Oh, sorry, Prince. Way behind on my assignment, so if you'll excuse me, please.
Dusa, wait, before you fly away. There must be something I can do to help pitch in with everything. Doesn't matter how good you are at your job. What you're describing, that's more than one individual can handle.
She works very hard.
Please. I know you mean well, but I have this. Wish everybody wouldn't doubt me all the time. Like that house contractor. Just gets to stand around waiting for work orders. Unless they come from me, then no.
The house contractor isn't cooperating with you, huh? No wonder so many lounge renovations are clogged up in the works. Though maybe I can grease the wheels a bit.
I completely forgot! I need to get more cooking grease for the head chef. I have to go.
Yeah, so I wonder if
She's getting herself ragged.
we can do, she wants to do more renovations, so maybe if we do those for her. She wants to renovate the lounge a bit more.
Making the rounds.
Achilles doing well. Good lad.
Look at what I caught, chef.
Scuffer, knucklehead, clam. My favourite British gang members.
Anything good?
Oh, look at this, a diamond for 100 gems. We could buy it. It is 100 of our gems, which is a lot of gems. I think maybe we'll hold on to the gems for now and buy that after our next run. But we do need to buy stuff for the lounge. Could buy a welcome rug, some covered seating. What about some cutlery for the kitchen? It's International Assless Chaps Day.
Here you go. House contractor, I have a new job for you.
Who requested that?
Beautiful. These lovely knives we've got. Don't get to do anything. You do get to look at some of the items sometimes, but I guess not going to show us that one.
It's a deal.
Let's buy ourselves a bit more Titan blood.
Fair and square. Extra keys.
We're actually not going to have that much nectar this time, so we're going to have to be a little bit more picky about who we give it to. But and I do want to kind of prioritize the gods because I want to make sure that we get oh, look at this. 30 keys. Okay, well, what do I want to say? We've taken all of the primordial chaos banes.
Just likes messing with me.
Place of revelry. Employ the house contractors to help renovate the lounge. Okay, so we can do that. Does Twitch have an emote modifier for the day? Oh, for the Assless Chaps Day. Yeah, it's the official Twitch modifier for Assless Chaps Day. We can put Connor in some Assless Chaps.
Seems like a good deal. I'll take the nectar.
There we go. Now we can gift people nectar because we got loads of it.
Among my many children,
Chaos coming through.
born to me and surrogate to me, you are one of the most thoughtful and most generous of all.
You have always cared for me and protected me and given me someone to look up to. This is nothing, Nyx.
Did Frosty bring up chaps originally? Possibly. I feel like chaps came up beforehand and then Frosty brought up assless chaps.
You always offer means to quench my thirst.
But I think Kyle brought up chaps in general first.
That I have such feelings even now.
Now that you've started singing once again, I figured it was thirst-inducing work. Your music stirs so many souls around here, mate.
You can't escape the assless chaps. They're going to come for you eventually.
I must confess, I do enjoy having a good bottle of nectar every now and then. And you appear to have a careful eye for such bottles, from what I can tell.
Exactly. Cold fingies.
My careful eye has got to be the green one, hasn't it? To having a discerning eye, Mother.
Oh, Wayne said assless chaps. I can believe that. I mean, to be fair, when you think of chaps, you think of assless chaps, right? Because unless you are a cowboy or you ride horses a lot, you probably don't wear chaps. Whereas assless chaps, everyone wears those. They're the height of fashion. You gotta have some assless chaps. I think we might be able to afford. Well, I guess not. I was gonna say we might be able to afford something here, but I don't think we actually can. We could buy a fated authority and just use that for a run instead. It might be worth doing. Just because it will count towards our pact thing. Wayne's the pervert for the day.
Our relationship, boyo, requires no exchange of words.
Going around sowing assless chaos. Love it. I think if we done the fists.
I see you overcome the wild and make peace with death.
Oh right, that whole thing.
The hidden
Aspects of Gilgamesh. An ancient god king. Gilgamesh. Heavy attack, +2 rapid dash charges, dash up, it inflicts maim. Foes take 25% more damage, but deal 50% more. But deal 50% more, so they hit you harder, but take more damage. And then take a burst of damage.
Grant me the aspect of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, what happened to your mitts?
Look at these furry fists.
Good to go.
Oh, look at this. You just dash forever. That's okay. So they're slower hitting than the normal fists. Dash attack, not great. This is pretty much the same. And then the dash one. Okay, so that. I feel good. Da na 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 na.
That's the spirit.
Nice. Take one for the team. Wayne is the Wayne's taking it for the day. He has the official pervert. I feel good. It does sound like James Brown. It's good. I like it.
Oh, please.
Wow. I don't even think I can replicate that noise. I guess if we have... We could put the other dash on, right? Because we have... If we get +2 dashes, is it better to have the ruthless reflex? Where we get the... Do we still get... Yeah, we still get 3 dashes. So maybe now's the time. Let's give it a bash. High damage. Let's go for old Artie. And we want one we haven't used before, ideally. Gosh. It's a tough choice. We could put on like a couple of things. I think we've put on most of the level 1 ones, but maybe not all of them. I don't like damage control with these fists. These fists are quite slow. I guess we'll try it. I don't like the sound of approval process, but I guess we'll try it.
My choice is made.
Less choices. I like making choices. I like having options. One less option is, you know, a big deal. Oh, so we can't take rush kick now. I don't feel strongly about either of these particularly. Attack deals +5 base damage you can take to hit for a foe. I mean, I guess it's okay. I guess we'll take this. This is alright. If we do maim someone, it will come in handy.
Louds.
Interesting. It makes it a very different weapon. It's like having the heavy knuckle upgrade.
Mine.
Which is an interesting way to think about things. But I like all the dashing. It does seem to kill things pretty quickly. I mean, I guess it hits pretty hard. Oh, I've got the... Oh, no, that is... I thought... It said adamant arrowhead, and I thought I had the broken spear point on for some reason.
At the risk of incurring
Means maim is a fair... Yeah, that's true. And it slows them down, so that does make maim quite a bit better.
For me is genuine.
You're right.
No, another gift of nectar. That's quite thoughtful of you, Zagreus. Normally don't care much for the stuff, but every now and then, I mean, why not?
Okay. And let's see what she has for us.
Now listen, Zagreus.
Ooh, another one. Oh, rolling in them.
I have a message for your bow. That's right. Just go on up to Coronat next time and tell it with a firm, commanding voice. I see you drawn in the arms of the 7th Avatar. Let me know how it goes, okay?
I see you drawn in the arms of the 7th Avatar.
I see you drawn in the arms of the 7th Avatar.
More dash strike damage could be quite nice. Our dash strike doesn't hit that hard, but also, again, takes up our dash slot. And I feel like with the dashes we have, I almost kind of want either Splash Dash or Athena Dash, maybe. Just to give us that, make use of the fact that we have these triple dashes. I guess we also do get the bonus from that near miss, which is nice.
It's dark, all right.
Money or Aphrodite? Let's go for Aphrodite. We don't got many boons yet. Oh yeah, big maims. Nice and clean. A nice cheeky gift.
Dear Aphrodite, surely you have all the offerings you can stand, but I would ask that you accept one more.
Secret Pervert is my my favorite party game, hidden identity party game.
To celebrate it with such princely gifts.
I believe Aphrodite might actually be the same voice actress as Dusa.
It's good enough a guide, believe you me. Mine tells me you are going to succeed.
Okay. Special deals more damage and inflicts weak, or the charm call. I'll take the special.
Love it.
I definitely don't want to prioritize the call most of the time. Chaos Gate, nah. We've not taken too much damage so far, which is good. I always feel a little bit scared with things that move slowly. But they feel okay so far. Like anything that attacks quite slowly is a little bit scary. You think I'm right? Oh, it's to say, oh, the voice actress. Right, gotcha. Yeah, I want to say her name's Courtney something. I think she's Cortonberry on Twitch, like Court E-N Berry, if I'm remembering correctly, because she sometimes comes into streams of she's in streams of some of the like high-level Hades players. Like I watch Haley in occasionally, and she hangs out in his chat sometimes.
Extra blessing.
Which is nice. It's nice when like people who are involved in the game can kind of just come and hang out, talk about the game.
Might as well.
Courtney Vinies. Thank you for looking that up. Yeah, she seems cool.
Master Chaos, it's little wonder all existence sprang from you, because I see the noble qualities in so many I've met embodied in you. Please accept this gift.
If it is unclear yet, son of Hades, I shall not be giving more to you in exchange for your repeated offerings. You give them to me now.
It's fine. It's a gift. It is literally a gift.
Some among both mortals and your kind. For you, this is quite unacceptable.
I mean, you keep giving me boons. It's not like you're not giving me anything.
I understand the hunting goddess Artemis recently has turned her gaze towards you. It is unexpected she would offer her assistance, even to a relative in need.
Okay. Each time you attack, get hit for 4. That's kind of scary. I guess we just take this one. It is bonus damage. We do take more damage, but we just have to be careful out the gate. Also, we can alter rooms because we have these rerolls. I wouldn't mind the Poseidon dash. Let's do it. Also, I like that it says return when you're in a chaos room.
You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
Oh, just big punches. Lovely.
Uncle Poseidon, this here is for you. Would that my father were as easygoing as yourself.
He does seem like the most relaxed of them all.
Ah, a show of generosity from my most favored nephew. Your gift is mightily appreciated. I'll just go ahead and add it to the pile.
Thanks.
My oceans, they are filled with danger, not just water, little Hades. Any of the dead you face, they met their mortal end at sea and not on land.
Spooky. Remember to maim on the bigger lads. I would, but it's worth remembering that it does extra. We take 50% more damage, so it's a risk reward kind of thing. You don't necessarily want to use it unless you're confident you can avoid the damage, because we're not trying to speed through. So I might take. I don't love the attack knocking foes away, because it means we have to chase them down. It's also, you can just like use it and then just run away and then just let that enemy die. Kind of use it like you would a Doom effect. Also a possibility. There we go. Beautiful. Haven't lost any health. Need more faith? Yeah, maybe. You're right. Maybe I should be more bold. Let's go see Sisyphus. Doing a couple more runs. This will probably be the last one today. Depending on how long it goes. It will be the last one today. It's not going to go. We're not going to go that much longer.
Oh, but this is just too much for me, Your Highness. Thank you, really. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
How about you keep on helping me not die as quickly as I might have otherwise? Deal?
Yeah, just, keep doing your thing. I'll keep doing mine.
I've always wondered, what were you like back when you were alive?
Oops, not me. I just hit the A button.
Myself. Not on your level, mind, but I was very much a king. Though, I'll be honest, I wasn't much of a good man.
Aww.
I thought I sensed the royalty in you. Although I can't imagine you as anything.
I didn't have him pegged as a royal, to be honest, but there we are.
Well, that is awful kind of you to say.
I suppose he has got a somewhat noble look to him.
Without warrant. At least I've had a lot of time to think it through.
Take that darkness.
Good idea.
On my authority.
Baldy's just hanging out. I know we can get bonuses by giving him gifts, but I don't have a lot of spare nectar. Hopefully, as we get deeper in, we will end up with a bit more spare nectar. We can. Okay, there we go. Try and use the main a little bit more. It's also a little bit awkward because you have to dash upper, which is like a slightly weird. It's A-Y is like a slightly weird combination to press. Sure, we shouldn't lose. I mean, if we lose 150 health, if we lose 100 health, then we're basically dead. So we should. So we lost quite a bit of health there, but we get it all back. So be a little bit risky.
All mine.
Get the health back. Oh, this is, I think, this might be the end shop before we go into the boss fight. But we don't have a ton of stuff to play with here, money-wise.
That's a lot of coin. Please be Meg. Sure enough.
Hey, Meg.
What's that you're holding, Zagreus? Please tell me that you didn't steal the most dangerous, unstable artifacts sealed shut within your father's vault.
Listen, I mean, I didn't steal them. Someone just gave them to me.
It wasn't I who stole them.
Yeah.
If that's any reassurance to you, Meg.
You are a hopeless fool. You cannot possibly know what you're doing.
Just kind of punching.
You put them back
Whoop. Just getting it in there, you know. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and all that. Ah, see, there you go. That's that extra damage.
You stay right there. In the name of Hades.
Oh, there's a lot of damage I took there. Alright, we got her. Just about. Took a lot of damage though, it was tough. Fists are scary.
Got you that time, Meg.
Down to 35 health. But our boon from Chaos is transformed. Oh, we were taking 50% more damage as well, which I kind of forgot about. So now that we've got that bonus attack damage, we'll be a little bit more secure.
Father.
Megara had better not be going easy on you.
Which to choose?
Okay. I wouldn't mind an Athena punch or an Athena dash. She's got quite good percentages. Get her in the god pool.
Okay.
You know how it is. I'll take the heals. The Eye of Llama is very cheap, so I like getting it in. Oh, I do have this cast. I thought I had the Artemis cast, but it didn't really feel like I had the Artemis cast. Yeah, I'm not going to sell it. I don't feel strongly enough on selling it. Especially with the approval process, we have to be a little bit, you know, we're not going to get every boon that we want because we're not going to be able to pick it. So
Love that sulfur smell.
Probably best to make the most of what we've got. And also remember, we can reroll rooms if there's nothing that looks good to us, which I will inevitably forget when it matters. There we go. Beautiful. And a fishing point. I'm always so worried I'm going to run into the lava. It's very scary.
I got one.
There we go. Perfect catch.
Flame eater.
I got a flame eater. While some of the underworld's river-dwelling creatures can probably be traced to surface swimming counterparts, The Flame Eater appears to be descended from monstrosities born of the underworld itself. And we got a clam as well. The common clam is plentiful within the misty waters of the river Leith, flowing through the hills and valleys of Elysium. Its shell most of the time is shut so tight it cannot be opened. On a sturgeon as well. I don't even remember if this. I don't think this was today. This must have been last time. The monstrous sturgeon is a king among fish. Some are massive in size, their bone-like ridges affording them considerable defense. Little wonder then that they are so highly sought after. To catch such a creature means staving off hunger for days, and makes for a tall tale as well. You know fishermen love their tall tales. Nice one of you kids. Just keep them juggled. Those rooms are actually quite nice if you can just keep them staggered as soon as they come in.
Although it's insufficient thanks for all the aid you've given me.
It's beautiful. That's what I like to see.
You are most gracious, cousin, to extend this offering. You honor me. Yet I would ask you think of your well-being for the time, not mine.
I mean, she's right. We are the one that keeps dying, but hey, things happen. It's dangerous out there.
On Malphon, the twin fists, I see. No ordinary weapon. Prone to fits of savagery quite unbecoming of a well-trained warrior. Then watch yourself and throw not caution to the wind.
Gotcha. Upgrade to the special. I don't want to replace my special. It is probably more damage. It's actually like slightly less damage, so I don't really want that. So we'll take the Holy Shield, even though I don't feel strongly about it. Pom or a Hermes boon. Hermes would be nice because we can get some sick dash boons. I do want a primary attack. Luckily we already got that Chaos boon, which has made our attack a little bit stronger, but it would be nice to actually upgrade our... I can almost dash straight into the bombs there. Okay. You can actually, I think with this dash, you can like hold it down, which you can't do with the normal dashes. It's kind of cool.
Lord Hermes.
I guess I understand why they don't do that normally, because you might not want to accidentally dash twice, but with 3, you're kind of hammering it a lot. Let's give one to Chiron.
Hermes, sir, you fast for nothing.
It's not to Chiron, to Hermes.
Please take this humble offering, because it's nothing, really.
Well, no, that's awful kind there, cuz. No need to thank me, though. Not so profusely, anyhow.
Good thighs on that lad.
Are you close with Orpheus down there? You get the chance, you tell him I said hey. He's pretty decent with that lyre of his last time I checked.
He is pretty good with the lyre. Faster movement might actually be the one here. Side hustle is pretty good as well. It's a lot of money. But moving around faster might be nice. Fists gets you in close. Shop incoming. Do we want to shop? Or do we want to just take the Artemis boon here? I mean, we don't really have an attack yet, and I would like Artemis on the attack, so let's do it. I'd be all for getting an Artemis attack. Oh, we got the barge, have we?
Barge of death is always
Never a big fan of the barge, honestly. But we'll see how it goes. I do like the music for it.
You again.
It's nice to maim enemies like that can't really hurt you anyway. There we go, beautiful. Whew. Lovely. See what Artemis has got. Big attack, come on. Still no big attack, but I will take Hunter's Mark, I guess. It's a bit annoying because we have to use our cast to get it. I didn't even look to see what that room was. I'm not used to having the room reroll, so I just took the room because I thought there's no choice here. But obviously the choice is I could choose to re-roll it. The nice thing is I think Hunter's Mark can proc itself, so as soon as we get one crit, we're kind of in the money. Because we can just keep chaining it off itself. The other nice thing is it's really easy to get the near miss bonus. Because of the multiple dashes. Whereas normally, obviously, the downside to the dash that we use quite often when we first started playing, but it's difficult to only have a single dash. But when you've got the backup dashes, it's really quite fun. 75 gems. I would like 75 gems. We got gem stuff coming up. Sure.
Sure, why not? That was
I know that you can't reroll. Rune rerolls don't go between. So like meta rewards like gems and darkness, you can't reroll those into like a boon or something. So there's like two separate pools. Got stuck on the wall there, which is okay. Not the best we've done, but we'll take it.
There we go. Never enough of these back at the house.
And then we'll get some darkness, because I do want to keep upgrading my mirror. Or maybe buying that other thing. I'll consider doing one of those. I don't know if that unlocks something. Normally it tells you if it's going to unlock something, so the fact that it doesn't say anything suggests that it is purely for cosmetic purposes. Because normally they give you the, this unlocks something that you could not do without it. Okay, beautiful. That was not too bad. It was a little bit scary, but we got a shop. I think we take the shop here. This should be the end shop for Asphodel. And we can afford everything here, so let's have a quick chat to old Chiron.
As a long-time customer, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you again for your invaluable service as a part of my repeated attempts at getting out of here. What would I have done without your wares all these many times? Besides dying a lot faster.
I mean, if you can afford it, a Chiron shop is unquestionably the place to be, right?
Well, I meant every word.
Oh! Oh, we can gift Ambrosia!
Chiron, I realize you have a very busy schedule and certainly needn't keep going out of your way for me like this, so here. Just a small token of my appreciation for you. If you ever want to talk, know that I'm here.
I guess we see Chiron on basically every run, so it's not surprising that we've upgraded him to Ambrosia. There we go. Bond Forged Chiron. That's cool. I wonder if that changes much. I'm guessing it doesn't change too much. At least not with Chiron.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe he'll show up at home or something. God. I still don't like either of these that much. I don't really want the Artemis Dash. I'm not a huge fan. I will take the health. I would really want Poseidon or Athena on the dash, I think.
May I say you look lovely this whatever time it is, Lenny.
Look at this damage. Beautiful. You do have to be quite careful you don't get hit by the Hydra if you're gonna, the mini Hydras if you're gonna. You can get some quite big hits on them. And the Hunter's Mark as well. Once you get the Hunter's Mark proccing, that's what it's all about. Big punches. Big punches.
What now?
Okay. Nice and clean. Another crit. Chain the crits. And then back to learning. Make sure you don't get hit by the massive rampaging slams. Beautiful. Nice and clean. Yeah, back in the bone zone once again. Beautiful. Nice big punches there.
Nice.
Okay, onwards we go. Let's get it on. Until the break of dawn.
Had enough hunt for now, I presume.
A fishing point? I wouldn't mind a fishing point actually. It is quite expensive, but we could take the old chthonic coin purse. I don't have anything specific I would want here, so that would kind of compensate for it. Fishing point is nice. It's actually like gives you quite a lot of resources, so I think it's pretty worthwhile. Providing you catch the fish, of course. I mean, that's a big... This could be worth selling Holy Shield here. It's a lot of damage, a lot of money, but we'll be okay for now. The deflect is nice, given that we don't have any other forms of deflect. It is nice to have that safety net. That basically means we're not going to get hit multiple times in quick succession. Yeah, see, when it's on that first one, there's no real tell for it, so you just have to be quick. And I don't think I'm ever that quick. Okay, so we could alter this. So I'd probably take the pom here.
I don't think so.
Ooh, a hammer. I would take a hammer, sure. Even though we can get it later. Holy shit. Okay, beautiful. There's a nice simplicity to just punching people. Just wailing on them. It has a different vibe from the standard fists. There's something nice and chill about it in a way. Oh, explosive upper gone. Quake cutter. While using your attack or special, you are sturdy, or after using your special, deal 90 damage in an area where you land. I mean, I guess we haven't taken it, so let's try it.
Deadlier than ever.
Does it work on our... Okay, it doesn't work on our dash upper. And we don't use our special that much anyway, but...
I won't have it.
Nah. I'll take health over the pom. But worth doing the rerolls while we have them. See if we can get anything more exciting. Make sure we dash occasionally again, like the normal fist. You want to make sure that you're just throwing in a little dash occasionally because it will keep your combo going. Whereas if you just... See, he pauses after the 5th hit. And that gives the enemy time to react. But if you throw in a dash every so often, it will give you a little bit more time to play. That sounded like a fish, but I don't think it was. No, I must have just been imagining it. Gems or darkness? Darkness again, always. Oh, we do actually. Worth remembering, we do get other benefits out of it, so I shouldn't work on that basis alone. But casts are going to come in very handy for this. It's a nice way to clean up the enemies. Beautiful. Lovely. Nice and clean. I would love to get some basic boons at some point, which we still don't really have very many of. I would rather have the dash than anything else. I would honestly take Aphrodite's punches, but
There, on your hands.
here we go. Oh, he told us about these.
They're just as I saw in my dream. Monstrous, like me.
Don't be too harsh on yourself. I mean, I guess you're literally monstrous, but don't take it as a negative. You look cool.
Property of someone called Gilgamesh, the beastman he fought, Enkidu.
Enkidu.
Became friends. What said your dream about us on that front, sir?
It didn't say much, only that we would fight, just as that Gilgamesh and Enkidu once did. Maybe the outcome will be the same. Maybe it won't. We'll find out.
Well, I hope we can be friends. I do have to be careful because he hits very hard. If I'm going to maim him, it's a big risk. It's certainly tempting for the... Oh, see, that is a big 19 damage hit there. But also, we'll kill him quicker. Ooh, I don't think I'd have gotten away there if I hadn't taken his health down.
The might of Gilgamesh. I understand it now, but I won't make his friend's mistake.
It's an interesting weapon. It's kind of tough to use, but I do like the extra dashes. They're kind of fun.
Got him again.
Got him again.
Lord Poseidon, hear me on my authority.
Tidal dash. That's it. That's what we want. I also like Poseidon's aid quite a lot, but we'll go with the dash. That's just good all-around damage. Reliable. Thanatos. We've not seen him at all today.
Death is inescapable.
Hello, buddy.
Let's get this done.
Let's get this done. I'm not sure I've got good DPS on this. I'm gonna have to use the main here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're tied at the moment. This is tough. I'm not going to get that enemy. Just going to give up on them sometimes. Ah, he's beaten me there. That's tough. I think it would have depended. I think if there had been lots of small enemies, we'd have been fine. But against those big enemies, our DPS just wasn't as high as I would have liked. It's a tough one. Did I pick up my... What did I even get for that room? I must have... whatever it was I picked up, I guess. It was gems or something, I think. Duo boons always, or the duo rooms are always nice. I think I'd rather, I'd rather deal with Artemis. Wave of Despair. We'll go all in on these revenges. We are getting hit a little bit.
So that's your choice.
And
Maybe you're more like my relatives than I'd care to
inflicting
admit.
more weak is nice. Make sure we don't.
No hard feelings, Lady Artemis. Looks like I angered her.
Oh, I don't like this room at all. I need this guy to come out more so that I can actually attack him. It's very difficult to get behind him. We can kind of wall slam him at least, which I suppose is something. Big egg. Oh, the egg didn't kill it. That's weird. Okay, well, we survived just about. Whew, this is tough.
I'll admit mistakes were made back there, so you just don't make them again next time, all right?
Okay, noted. Attack is stronger. I'll take it. Thank you, Artemis. And Patroclus, coming through again. Always there for us when we need him. What a good lad.
You. Even the Bull of Minos couldn't stop you, huh? That's one whose way I would stay out of if I could. But, well, you'd not be here if you couldn't handle yourself, I guess.
You heard I battled with Asterius here, sir. I thought you kept more to your own devices. Weren't much for conversation with the other shades.
Oh, you're correct in that assessment, stranger. But as you've seen, I've no ability to stop others from coming and going as they please. So I do tend to hear a thing or two from passers-by.
Okay. Hydrolite gold, baby.
Just checking up on you, sir.
Get that health topped up.
I won't be needing that.
Finally found out how to turn your headset into a SingStar mic. Excellent. That's great news. I imagine that's not a thing a lot of people are trying to do. Still taking a lot of damage here. Just eggs everywhere. Big slams, big wall slams. I gotta remember I have 3 dashes and not 2. That is actually a big deal.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Bit disconcerting, it makes you hear your singing back as you're singing in the headphones. Oh, 20% dodge chance, I'll take that. That could save our life. Don't think I can afford to take those gems right now. It's a little bit scary. I think we gotta just head to the shop and move on with our lives. Upgrade. On the attack. Perfect. Oh, it even gets knocked off the palms as well. That's kind of rude.
Lovely to see you.
Aphrodite. Ooh, that is a big one. But I guess we'll take the call. I don't really think I love Aphrodite's special that much. It's okay. Oh, her call, rather. It's okay if you fully charge it. Bit of damage, but then you have to nail the hit, otherwise you just waste it.
What are those bestial gloves of yours, blackguard? Beginning to show more of your true and savage nature here, perhaps?
No. He bears the twin fists in the aspect of a king called Gilgamesh. That king, he too wrestled a beast-like man, who then became a friend. Maybe that's why I knew this fight would come.
What are you telling me, Asterius? Now is certainly not a good time for waxing philosophical, I think. And surely this King Gilgamesh of whom you speak is much more competent a fighter than this filth. How at you?
Big triple dashes. Remember also that I do get like 50% bonus damage and dodge chance if I near miss a thing. So I should really be trying to get those with this dash.
You have no bearing and no grace or courage. Here, fiend. Thank you, thank you.
He's down.
Defeated?
Now to deal with you.
There's that near miss. So we can kind of use the dash just to avoid his attacks, and then just chain him. I thought I had the full charge and I actually didn't. I was like, oh, I can use my thing now. There we go. Just pummel him. Karaoke on stream is the kind of terrible you're after. I think it sounds like fun. I'm with you, Frosty. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but I'm more than willing to watch Wayne belt out some tunes.
That was for you, Good Shade.
There you go, Good Shade, my boy.
Seems I had best prepare myself at this rate.
Where do we go in the shop here? Special deals bonus damage. We could take the old Chiron here. Tempting to sell Greater Haste, which I don't think is that necessary, but it's nice. It's nice to be able to get around quickly. Tough choice here. Acorn, a nice reliable one. Let's stick to it for now. I do like the Acorn. We'll pass on everything else.
And check.
Let's get this done. Let's take it home, if we can. I don't think this run is cut and dry yet, but we'll see. Feels a little bit scary. We've kind of scraped through a few encounters. If we hadn't been for old Patroclus there, we might have been in trouble. Lost a DD or two.
Lots on offer here.
Just checking there are no fish. Didn't think there were, but sometimes again, there's a sound that kind of sounds like it could be fish. See, the dashes here are great because you just make a real mess, just slamming people into walls, left, right, and center. Absolutely delightful. Perfect. Big 600 damage on that guy. Okay. Once you get the crits going, it's really nice. Like, it's okay by default, but once the Hunter's Mark is rolling, Hunter's Mark is one of my favorite like secondary things in the game. Yeah, so he definitely spits out like 5 at once. Perfect. There we go. Wasn't actually too bad that we got poisoned a couple of times, but don't feel that strong about any of these. Let's just take the. We're not going to get many life pickups at this point, I don't think. So, if there had been a big life pickup here, there's a small one, but if there'd been a big one, I would have considered it. But for what we have, I don't think it's super necessary. Let's just carry on progressing. A little bit messy there, but
let's think about this.
Anything we want to sell? No, these are too important, I think. I'm trying to get better about selling boons that aren't really that useful, but we could kind of do it. Like there's something that's like, well, it's a minor benefit, but sometimes that gold is a bigger benefit, you know. Especially in these later areas where there's shops galore. Big wall slams, just constant wall slams. That's what it's all about. Okay, beautiful.
Oh no.
Oh no. Not the tiny vermin.
So you're the ringleader.
I'm actually going to use the charm here. I feel like the charm could be good. Just got to keep dashing. Just get them to fight each other. That's what it's all about. I just keep knocking him back into the poison, which is not ideal. Oh, now I'm poisoned. Okay, there we go. See, I was just gonna say I need to be careful that he doesn't just summon everything again, but if we can get him away from the pack, we can just kind of focus him down a little bit more. Maybe that's the way to go. He has a lot of health. He's like considered like a full boss fight as well. He gets his own bar, whereas normally they don't do that. I wonder if that's just because he's so small. Yeah, that's it. Attack each other. I want him to get poisoned. I don't know if that actually works. It may not. But wouldn't it be cool if it did? There we go, we got him. Alright. Whew. That one's intimidating. I don't know why, but it's just... He moves so fast, it's very scary. But we're okay, we're okay. We got loads of cash as well. We could almost consider saving up for a big, the big time, but I don't know if we're going to be able to afford it by the time we're done, but... what do we even... I don't even know what stuff we have. We have like... Holy Shield, and I think that might be it, which I don't necessarily feel like building into. I'll take a Pom for some more damage. Our health's in an okay spot. 230 is not quite what I'd want, but it's alright. 25 is not going to make the biggest difference, whereas like a bit more damage could be enough. I do need a heal though. We're a little bit low on health, so if we could get that sweet nectar from the final room, that would be nice. I feel like doing those rooms without a dash boon is way harder, because like I was saying earlier, they go down really quick to any kind of dash boon, because they die in almost one hit basically, like of any damage amount. But if you don't have a dash boon, it's actually kind of awkward to hit them because they're so small and fast. Okay, well this is not the room. Oh no, we've knocked him outside the room. Let's just go over here, let him come back. There we go.
Coming then.
Get rid of this poison guy first if we can. Heal the poison. Get the poison out. Hashtag get the poison out. As you do.
Poison again.
And there we go. Those are messy, those rooms. Bit more damage on the cast. Both of those are rubbish, but you take what you've got.
Get back through here.
Alright, now I guess we'll take the health.
Try this way.
I don't know what the Athena boon would necessarily do for us. I mean, there could be some okay ones, but we can't get another core boon on Athena unless we swap something out.
Better.
Just kill it, just kill it, just kill it. I was poisoned with no healing there for a moment. These long runs are actually kind of scary. There we go. Alright.
Purge boons for coin.
I might just sell. It's only 70 coins. We've got so much. I think it might be useful to have the charm, or even just the damage. It's a bit of bonus damage against Hades to get him down. Come on, big health. Come on. Big health. Poison gas is up as well. I can't even. Oh, Death Defiance. There we go, look at that. This is a nightmare. This is a nasty room. Come on, rat. Just get hit by there we go. Alright. Just wanted the rat to get hit by some damage, to be honest. Whew.
I'm back.
Ooh, a fish. Oh boy, this is a toughie. We could just buy some stuff here. I don't think we're not gonna get enough gold to get the thing anyway. I don't think so. I think we probably just want to
Pleasure doing business.
play it sensible. I won't buy the POM because there's a chance we get a shop that replenishes our Death Defiance. Bonus damage based on bonus move speed. I mean, we do have bonus move speed, so let's take it. It's a prophecy, right? Prophecy fulfilled. Lovely.
Maybe this way.
Come over here, buddy. Or just shoot you with my cast. I need to use my cast more. I actually think the level 3 cast might actually be like a really nice thing to actually take advantage of on this build. Because it does give us a bit of range that we don't have otherwise. Okay, this is a sell point, which is not actually especially helpful. I could be tempted to sell that, but again, what are we going to do with the money at this point? Maybe buy a POM. Okay, give us that health. Okay, there it is. And we knew it was coming. Just how many rooms we had to go through to get there. Death Defiance. Athena can do it. Ah, she didn't do it though. Ah, both of these are pretty rubbish. I guess we'll take 7% reduced damage because one encounter bonus god gauge is not all that.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, this is a little bit scary. We don't have everything we would want here, but we're gonna have to do our best.
I can use this.
Upgraded Hunter's Mark, I'll take it.
Thus has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
Alright. Cerberus vanquished. He's fine.
Made it.
Causes belated GG. I haven't finished yet. We're down a Death Defiance. This is not a guaranteed one, certainly.
Appreciate you lending me the might of Gilgamesh.
Ooh, look at that.
Resorting to mere fisticuffs with me. Though how you got Malphon to look like that, I've no idea. Pray tell, whose monstrous claws are those? A manticore's?
These claws, I'll have you know, Father, belonged once to an ancient god king known as Gilgamesh. You ever meet?
Good name.
Provided he was flesh and blood at some point, then he resides within my realm. Presumably within Elysium somewhere. Sadly bereft of his manticore claws, thanks to you. Come.
Seeing as you took them off. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that last little bit there. Show me what they can do. I thought I'd pop that, but I hadn't.
Zagreus?
The maim on these is nice.
Why don't you clean your chamber so ferocious?
Oh, we do have the acorn as well, which is nice. That's
Ransacking through your domain, sorry.
What would you know of real work?
This isn't real work.
it's what we're paid for. That counts, right? Just take your time, clear out the things. The ads don't keep spawning in. There we go. Interesting that we get boiling blooded, even though we don't. Even though the acorn stops the damage, we still get the debuff. Right, we have the greater call here, but I do kind of want to hold on to it. Well, there's an ad because I don't want to waste it.
Pure passion coming up.
There we go, 5219. Ho ho, that's a big hit. I even put the maim on for the, which I've kind of been avoiding here. Down to 1 acorn. And there we go, there's the acorn. Popped it on a skull as well, which is upsetting. Alright, let's just get away from that one because I think it's going to be difficult to deal with. Oh, I didn't actually mean to apply main to him there, but I think, yeah, it procs perfectly actually. That kind of worked out. Gonna clear these so that we have a bit of space if he decides to do some lasering. Speaking of the devil. Aphrodite.
What shall it take?
Oof, oof.
What shall it take for you to?
That was a little bit scary, but I think on the single target, I think that weapon struggles a little bit with the groups because it is so slow. It's very easy to get overrun, but in a single target fight, it's not too bad. Gets the job done.
Fought well.
I don't like approval process though. It causes so many troubles. Oh dear.
By my father's name.
Honestly, I never even noticed the Quake Cutter. We didn't use our special very much. Like I mostly only used the dash upper, so I guess I didn't really use it very much, but I didn't feel very strongly about Quake Cutter, to be honest. Hunter's Mark, definitely a big deal there. Hydraulic Might, pretty good, honestly. I think it's probably the excruciating strike and the Hunter's Mark. And there we go. That is another happy landing, as they say.
Imagine
Let's get back to the house and see what's going on, and then we'll wrap it up for today.
One of his typical ignoble deaths.
Oof. It's been good. We managed to make another 3 runs, which I'm pretty chuffed about, by all accounts.
Showed you that time, Father.
Oh yeah.
Just keeping watch over the pull of sticks there, same as always.
Always nice to see you, Hypnos. Oh, we got no nectar at the moment. Oh, Dad's out.
The watchdog Cerberus observes the prince.
If I don't pet your other heads, don't bite my arm off. Deal?
No. What a good boy. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yeah. Achilles. Sup, lad?
How fare your labors, lad? You have a certain look about you. Everything all right?
It's just, within Elysium, I happened on a shade. It's your Patroclus. He's all right, but he seems like he's known better times than these. Is there something?
I'm just going to bring this up.
If I run into him again.
Just a person that you've missed for your entire life, or your entire afterlife, I suppose.
Oh. Well, then, please send him my regards and all my love. I think of him always, but I cannot see him any longer. And you mustn't ask me why. Do you understand? Now, leave me be.
Sorry to just drop that baggage on you. Oh yeah, I saw the love of your life, who you miss eternally.
Take care then, sir.
I keep bumping into him, you know, as you do.
Sorry, Zagreus, I have to go. Lots of assignments as of late. Too bad I can't be everywhere at once.
See you, Thanatos.
I like that when he does show up, he's there for about 5 seconds. He's like, yeah, I've got to go. I'm a busy man. I'll catch you later.
Where'd Orpheus go?
Everyone's out today. What is going on? It is very quiet in the house. What have we got that's new here? Throne Hellhound. Alters the great throne of the helmet. 2,000 gems. That's pricey. That's very pricey. A vintage shelf. A prism sphere revolving. Shortcut Great Hall. Adds a new discreet western entrance to the lounge. What do you think about an ambrosial delicacy?
Here's the fee.
A nice
It can't
cake.
be eaten, as I understand, but it can be displayed
There
for
you
all
go.
to see.
A nice cake for Kyle for his birthday. Lovely. And
So about Tisiphone, is everything all right with her? Talk of murder all the time and all.
Tisiphone is charged with punishing the worst that mortals have to offer. More than charged. Her work is everything to her.
yeah, she seems into it, which is good.
No time for family or recreation, then I take it. Pity what happens to those overly obsessed.
It's all they can talk about. You know, when you're really into, you meet someone who's really into their job and it's all they ever talk about, and you're like, have a bit of time off, you know.
I get what you're insinuating, Zagreus. I'm nothing like her. Not even close. And don't you dare compare the two of us again.
The lounge is really starting to look nice lately, Dusa. All your hard work is really paying off.
Why, thank you, Prince. It's just that lately, the house contractor's been slightly more agreeable, I guess. Working a little faster, maybe. But there's still a lot we have to do, so you just wait.
I'm looking forward.
Lovely. Okay, so she seems happy that we're making a few upgrades, which is good.
Here's the catch of the day.
20 gems, 5 keys, and a nectar. Beautiful. Love to get that nectar.
What's new? Think I'll take it. Here are the gems. Fair
4,
trade.
5. We'll definitely get back to spending more gems on upgrades as we go. But I want to make sure we do have the nectar for these chats.
Got you some more of that contraband you like. Don't suppose I could help you put it away or anything?
If you know what I mean. Ooh.
Look at me, Zag. You think that all these gifts will make things go back to the way they were? They won't. It isn't possible. We may be immortals, but we're older now.
Okay, sure.
I'd hope we're wiser too.
I love her little twirl as well. It's very good.
Should check the garden.
Oh, hello. Look at him in his little... Again, I think they're burning feet, but they do look like toe socks. I love also the way he stands. He always looks a little bit like hunched over, like, yes, dear, when he's talking to Persephone.
Oh, come on, Hades. Mortals are much more resilient than that. What, do you think they'll show up at your gates here all at once? They have our family looking out for them.
That is what I'm afraid of. Do you truly believe my brothers and the rest shall take the sort of care of them while they draw breath, as we do here after they have expired?
It's true we have to look out for them indefinitely, while Olympus need only look out for them for a little while. But our relatives are always watching from their mountain.
Watching?
And if they do turn a blind eye once in a while, mortals aren't bad at fending for themselves.
But they are never satisfied, always begging us to provide more and more.
They like us, Hades. They praise us, tell one another about us. What do you expect? Would you rather they forgot about us?
No. No, I suppose not. But they need us.
Well, we need them.
I like that Hades is he does want like he cares about the mortals. He's like, hey, look, we take care of them here. I worry that they're not being taken care of while they're alive, because they show up in a real state. All right, I'm gonna buy our court music because Martin put in a special request. So we're gonna get God of the Dead.
Contractor, I have another job. Always room for some new music in my life.
Now I guess we can bash it out from here if we want. I don't even get down to it. There we go. Do 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 do.
There's a good boy. Thought you'd like that.
Give him a nectar. Who's a good boy?
Cerberus is overjoyed to have received such a delicious treat.
Delightful. Okay. I wonder if it carries on when we go in our bedroom. Oh, it does. Look at that.
It's only a matter of time.
God of Swiftness, the godlike king, reached the surface with a hidden aspect of Malphon.
The Claws of Enkidu helped me scrape by to the top.
They did indeed. We scraped by with the old Claws of Enkidu. I guess we'll turn off Ruthless Reflex because we're not going to want to use it on our next run. But we did get a ton more gems, so we'll make a few more nectars for next time. Achilles.
Achilles in the spotlight.
Getting the old spotlight again. Good lad.
More keys for me. I'll take it. Let's see that nectar.
Okay, there we go. Beautiful.
Where's our court musician?
Thank you very much, my son. You know, gift-giving customs of the underworld are just so much more straightforward than the complicated.
Just chuck nectar at each other, you know. You don't need to be doing anything difficult. Just give people a nice drink.
Ways of showing one's appreciation then with nectar and the like. Well, they must pale in comparison, I'm sure.
What else would you do? We give people nectar. It's delicious. Can't give Dad any more nectar. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, that's going to do us for today. I think we've done all the 2 heats now. So I think we can go on to 3 heat, which is going to be a little bit scary. Did we do it with the spear? We did, okay. So maybe we'll do it with the spear next time. We did use the spear today, so I think. Did we use the spear today? No, we didn't, did we? I can't even remember. We used the bow. No, we didn't. We used the bow, we used the sword, and we used the fists. So. Okay. Yeah, bow, sword, and fists. Alright. So maybe we'll use the spear next time. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for coming along. As always. Oh, I like that. They're like, it's 11 PM on a Friday night and you can hear people partying outside. Very good, very good. Alright, that's gonna do it as always. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, eat well, sleep well, take care of yourself, take care of others as well. Thank you very much for hanging out. It's been a good day. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, and I'll see you then. Cheers!